Miss her arms and her elbows.
Miss her arms and her elbows.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Say that right. Hello, Kristi.
Hi, Chick.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold. Chick. Ace Cosby. Chick. My man. Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I am coveting your hoodie.
You like this one?
I like that very much.
Thank you. It's Lululemon. I'm a very comfortable man.
No kidding. All right. I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We go from Lululemon to Orange Insoles. Mr. Chick McGee is sitting, of course, at the orangeinsoles.com sports desk, and he's currently
Hacking
up something over there. A lot of interesting things going on in the world of sports. The Oscars were last night.
Did you watch any of it?
No. Daylight savings time just kicks my ass every year.
I don't mind it.
I don't either. I don't understand.
I switched my clocks last Wednesday afternoon. And I kind of easily got into it.
You got ahead of it.
I got ahead of it, yeah.
He couldn't do that. He would not be able to do the math.
I switched all of them yesterday except for one. The one, as you know, I'm not living at my own home, and there is a electric clock. I really like it. It's got the weather forecast. It's got a built-in radio.
Oh, nice.
It's got all the stuff on it, and so I went online and looked it up, trying to figure out how to change the time. Because I don't know why it doesn't change the time automatically. It's online, but it doesn't. So I ended up just turning it around so it doesn't.
There you go.
Look at it. So yeah, but anyway, it's very handy having a cell phone that tells you the actual time, though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Was that the clock that projects the time on the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's. I looked it up online and I can't find that particular one. And there's no. Usually there's a button that says whatever, daylight time, standard time, or whatever, but it's not on this one. I give up.
How many clocks do you need?
Well, it's the one that's already there. It's not my house. It's already in that room. It's projected.
Oh, that's right. You're not living in your own house. I know it's hard to believe, but I forget it every now and then. I'm sorry.
I don't know how you could.
I know.
Did you switch all your clocks, Kristi?
Yeah. Well, I didn't. The man did.
The man.
Oh, man. I've got a man.
You get your ass in there and switch those clocks.
I didn't even have to say that.
I'm not going to be an hour late because of you lazy bastard.
God.
Make sure you switch all of them this time. All of them. Because I was in the bathroom having my bubble bath, and I looked at the clock and said, oh, I got another hour. I was late. Where are you going?
And wear underwear, for God's sake. I don't want to see your brown ass crack.
And your balls.
Wow, you guys.
Cover
sorry.
your balls.
Look at those things dangling there.
I'd like this one to stick around. Could you stop?
I heard over the weekend, though, your, whatever we're calling him, significant other,
Yes.
was at the grocery store, the produce department. And
I heard about
Really?
this. Yeah.
Yeah,
You were making something with coconuts, were you?
yeah, he was looking for
How
coconut.
did it go, Josh?
And this woman walked up to him. We were talking about this over the weekend.
Yeah, and apparently he looked at the lady and he was holding a coconut in each hand.
Yeah.
He said, you know, these remind me a lot of my testicles.
Really?
Yeah. And the woman said, oh my gosh, they're
my
that
gosh.
large?
For that large?
And he said, no, they're this hairy.
That is rivaling the Deland Deceit.
Yeah, it is.
For the longest dumb running gag on this show.
I don't think we've ever compiled all the running gags on the show.
Oh, we'd be here all day.
There are a couple we've kind of left behind. We have to bring back.
No, there's
No?
a couple we can't bring back.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially after last night's Oscars. We have...
I know nothing about them. I didn't watch or read or anything.
Everywhere. Everything everywhere all at once. Big winner.
I was having fun on my Instagram, and I just went ahead and picked everything, although I let my heart guide actor and supporting actor. And I forget. Anyway, I missed 3, but I got 5 out of 8.
Did you have the kid from Banshees winning supporting?
I did too.
Yes. I love that guy.
He broke my heart.
I love that
He's
guy.
amazing.
He's great. He's good in Chernobyl. He's good in everything.
I can't believe he didn't win.
Do you want to give us the rundown for those that missed it?
Well, yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once took home 7 Oscars, including Best Picture.
You know, you'll love this part about Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Seen it.
Because it's not, everyone refers to that as Everything Everywhere, EEAOO or something like that.
Yeah, it's got like a big...
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Isn't it EEAOO and sometimes Y? Wait a minute. No, I know what it is. It's a EIEIO. The Farmer in the Dell.
Michelle Yeoh won Best Actress. Jamie Lee Curtis, Best Supporting Actress.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ki Ho Kwan was an actor, Best Supporting Actor,
No.
Best Director.
He could have. I could see him winning that.
And didn't he,
was
am I correct in saying he was as a kid?
He was in the Goonies, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Indiana
he was,
Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Right.
He was a short
Indiana
round.
Jones.
All right. Well, good for him. Yeah, I didn't. I'll have to watch the highlights.
Harrison Ford, he went up to Harrison Ford at the Academy Awards last night. He said, "Hey, Harrison, I won." He goes, "Get away from me, kid." No, that's not true. There are pictures everywhere of them hugging after he won the Academy.
Well,
Awards.
Quiet on the Western Front, the German version did win Best International Film. So,
Oh, that's the one I watched. I like it in the purest.
cinematography, too.
oh, do you?
If you haven't watched it, it's available. It's very, very serious and profoundly moving. But I was watching it not knowing that it was in German at first. Because it's so well overdubbed. And then there's an option. You can watch it with the German.
Right.
Or with subtitles, or in English with subtitles.
Watch it with the German, with English subtitles.
Yeah, the way it's supposed
That's
to
how
be.
it's meant to be. It's
God
about the German
intended.
soldiers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I would recommend not doing that.
You dubbed it, didn't you?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was easy.
Yeah, of course it's easy.
I didn't want to sit down and read for 2.5 hours, Josh.
Nice.
You miss all the emotion. You Griswold.
I already had to deal with the brutality of trench warfare. I
It's
didn't want to also have
absolutely
to...
brilliantly done.
The cinematography won Best.
Did it win Best Soundtrack? That was
Yes.
I think it did.
Yeah.
because they used some recreated instrument from
Musical original score. It did win.
2015,
How many rats you think they had?
1915.
Yeah, I think they had a rat wrangler there on set.
Brendan Fraser won Best Actor for The Whale.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
Did he cry in his speech?
As usual, I've missed most of the movie, so sorry.
I did not like The Whale. I watched it Saturday, but it did motivate me to go to the gym.
It's a tough
Not a popcorn movie, is it?
No, it's a tough
it's
film.
rough.
No butter.
It's
Opening scene is rough.
it's 1, 2, 3, check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark, and then the ending. I did not care for the ending. But
I didn't.
what are you gonna do?
Okay, well, I'll try to watch everything. What is it? A-E-I-O-U sometimes?
Everything.
Oh, yes, Tom. Go ahead. Try to watch that.
Yeah. Oh, you will.
You won't last 7
You
minutes.
will hate it.
Two people.
7 minutes,
Right.
Two people have told me the same thing. It's a great movie. You will hate it.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Metaverse, I said, I'm out.
I didn't care for it
you
either.
can't.
Unless you're watching with someone who really take Willie, because he will be patient, because you're going to do this a lot. What's
going
happening
on?
now? Well, wait a minute. Wasn't she just? Why is she dressed up like that?
Is there a prequel I didn't see for this? Is there some TV
You
show
have to
that I
be in the
didn't
theater
watch?
to watch
Well,
that.
also in the news over the weekend, basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Hoops. March Madness. It's March Madness.
The good news, Bill Self is out of the hospital, and apparently I think he had a couple stents put in.
Who's Bill Self? I missed something.
Head coach Kansas. He
went into the hospital
this is
mysteriously
basketball, by the
last
way.
week.
Men's basketball.
I didn't know
And
that.
they've just released.
I heard he had his penis shortened, is what I heard. It was
Got
just
rid of
too
those
long.
hairy coconuts.
Well, I was talking to him last week, and it's
Way too
a
long.
place very similar to Locks for Love.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He could donate. He can
I
donate.
believe Mr. Self had some stents put in, but he'll be back in the saddle. When does it start? Thursday?
It starts tomorrow night in Dayton,
Kansas
Ohio, with Alabama's the number 1 overall seed in the tournament, Southeast Missouri State, and Pitt. Southeast Missouri State, Texas A&M, and Pittsburgh and Mississippi State tomorrow night at UD Arena, home of the Flyers.
And Alabama can shoot. Guns, mostly.
Boy, that shouldn't have been said.
Wow.
He's on fire, folks.
Man,
Are you aware of that?
I'm not. No.
I am not either, but
I'm aware of it, and
I'm blissfully unaware.
One of their premier
I'm
players.
fighting to stay here in the room.
Yeah, it's an ugly story.
you read too much.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than being informed in contemporary culture. I'll hand you that right off the bat. Speaking of March Madness, we've got something very, very interesting happening. It involves our friends at Orange Insoles and your opportunity to make some serious cash. Do you want to enlighten me on the Orange Insoles, Chick McGee?
Unlike me, do you have a job that requires you to stand all day? But let me tell you something. Sitting all day is It's pretty nice, actually. But if you do have to stand all day, you got hip pain, you got back pain, my back, my neck, and my back. How about orangeinsoles.com? Your body's not aligned. It may experience more fatigue or injuries from your feet to your back. It's just common sense. What happens if a house is built on a wonky construction, a foundation? Well, you'll fall over. Those soft, thin gel insoles do not align the body that you're probably used to. Orange Insoles. Reduce hip pain, foot pain, lower back pain by providing a deep heel cup for maintaining proper weight distribution and body alignment. Most shoes don't come with a supportive insole, and companies just put out that thin layer of foam that's basically a glorified sock, if that. Check out orangeinsoles.com, an easy-to-navigate website. You can find the right pair of orange insoles for whatever activity or shoe, work boots, tennis shoes, cowboy boots, dress shoes. Plus, they offer a 60-day, we want you to be happy guarantee. Head to orangeinsoles.com for free shipping, and right now, you can sign up for text messages from Orange Insoles. You'll also receive an additional savings code. You're saving money left and right. Check out orangeinsoles.com today. Get proper support in your shoes and start feeling better. That's orangeinsoles.com, proud supporters of the Bob and Tom Show.
And they really do work. I can assure you of that. Those little floppy things that come with your shoes, don't really help much. Which reminds me, we have a lot of letters about waterbeds. We got on this waterbed thing last week, and we'll find out about Willie's new waterbed store. Remember, Willie's waterbeds, they fill it up at the store.
Yeah.
We'll find out about that and many other things. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Register now for Bob and Tom's Basketball Bracket Mayhem, sponsored by OrangeInsoles.com. A perfect bracket could win you $1 million. Details and sign up at bobandtom.com/contest. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed from around the world. Xi Jinping has been awarded a third 5-year term as China's president, adding to signs he might stay in power for life at a time of severe economic challenges and rising tensions with the United States and others. Xi's unanimous endorsement Friday by the ceremonial National People's Congress, a foregone conclusion. During his 2 terms in office, Xi has sidelined potential challengers and filled the top ranks of the Communist Party with loyalists. He broke with tradition in October to give himself a third 5-year term as party leader. His intent to stay in power was presaged when a 2-term limit on the presidency deleted from the Chinese constitution. Xi was also unanimously named commander of the People's Liberation Army. Iraq's new government suddenly enforcing a long-dormant law banning alcohol imports to the country and arresting people over social media content seemed morally offensive. The crackdown has raised alarm among religious minorities and rights activists. Some see the measures as an attempt by the prime minister to head off potential political challenges from religious conservatives. Defenders say the ban is in line with the values of an overwhelming majority in the predominantly Muslim country. And that's a look at things you may have missed on the other side of the world. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi, just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hunt on Fridays.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The top fears for Tom: armored cars and fuel tankers.
Yeah.
Ron,
I
have this
have
fear?
a letter here from a
That's
cop.
what scares
It says, your fear of being around Brinks trucks at shopping centers is fully correct. You never hear about an innocent bystander getting shot because they were following a pizza wagon.
So wait a minute. How many innocent bystanders do you read about that are shot because a Brinks truck was in front of some building?
Every year, dozens. This is a conspiracy by the liberal media.
I love it.
Bob and and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Before we go, thought I'd tell you the true story of Susie Suzuki and Sam Samurai.
Now, this is the true story.
Yeah.
Okay.
As told by yours truly,
Tom Whiskey, Frontier Doctor.
Well, good morning. Well, I never will forget it. Susie Suzuki had to get married at a very young age.
Yep.
She was impregnated by her husband, Hyaston. She never really liked Hyaston, but they had 12 children. Hyaston up and died, and Susie remarried.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you, it was really something because she married her true love, Sam Samurai.
Oh, touching.
Yep. With Sam, she had 12 more children.
Wow.
Well, finally, after many years, Susie died.
I wonder why.
I'll never forget it. I was standing right next to her at the funeral home, well, next to her body.
Mm-hmm.
Two little old ladies were staring down at Susie with tears in their eyes, and the first little old lady said, well, they're finally together. The second little old lady said, who, Susie and her first husband, or Susie and Sam Samurai? No, neither. Her legs.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, hey, what gives...
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I'll get to the rest of that later.
Nobody cares. Kristi Lee's at the news desk.
Hi, Chick McGee.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey there, Chick.
I've got a sneaking suspicion the less he talks, the less trouble we're going to get into today. So I'm going to do everything I can to... Hi, Josh.
Hi, Chickie.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, good morning, man.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Once again, Mr. McGee at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk. We'll be dipping our toes into sports momentarily, but first we have to check in on Ace Cosby, our engineer.
Oh, yeah.
Ace is on a special all-pizza diet for the month of March.
Yummy.
Over the weekend, nothing but pizza, I assume, Ace?
Of course.
And,
I was craving ramen, though.
Ramen. Put it on a pizza.
Well, why don't you put it on a pizza?
I saw a place that does have ramen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course you did.
What? No, I've said Noble Ramens.
Very nice.
Okay. All right.
Okay, fine. That's the way it's going to be today.
The way this is mutated, it's not even fun anymore.
What do you mean?
It's pizza in name only, okay?
What kind of pizza did you have yesterday night?
I made 3 mini pizzas. One was Hawaiian.
Well, there you go, right there. The Hawaiian pizza should be outlawed. That should be federal law.
Great. What is for breakfast? How about that?
This morning, I'm leaning toward a lean cuisine French bread pepperoni pizza.
Ooh, classic. Yeah,
Sounds good.
those are classic.
Sounds good. Now, every day that Ace eats pizza, Pat Godwin has to create a new pizza song. You got one in mind, Pat, or are we still working on that?
I spent the afternoon yesterday on my weekend vacation writing. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, Pat,
Weekend vacation.
Yeah, weekend vacation.
Pat and I actually had a pretty good conversation a couple weeks ago about how the weekend is for you, and you feed yourself? What is this?
I call it Feed the Beast.
Feeding the beast.
I let the world entertain me for the weekend.
That's right. Because he's out entertaining all weekend long here on the show. He needs a break.
So who entertained you this weekend, Pat?
I watched Luther yesterday. Chick turned me on to that. I liked it a lot.
John Luther, Idris Elba. That's right. He's a former cop, and never mind. You won't like it. You won't like it. You won't like it.
Well, I heard you had a really good show.
Yeah, that was a blast.
On Friday night with Willie.
Willie killed it.
We had
Brown
fun,
County
man.
Playhouse. I thought that went very
It's
well.
a wonderful space down there.
But now you wrote a new song for
Yeah.
We're ready then.
Oh, you'd like to hear it now?
No, I'm just asking about it. So.
I thought we were going to set it up and really make a big deal out of it later, like in the drive time, right? When we got millions of people. Let's do it now.
There are people driving right now. They're driving off the road because you didn't get here.
Tommy G, he agreed all month pizza's free. Every meal's a pizza pie, frozen or to go. Ace Cosby's gaining weight, no salad on his plate. It's Tombstone, Papa John's, and Domino's. Pizza chains, mom and pops, March 31st it stops. Bacon, gravy, mashed potatoes, greasy pepperoni. All that flour, fatty cheese, touch your heart on your knees. This is Kiss's final tour and maybe Ace Cosby's. We didn't start this nonsense, and now the pizza's burning, Ace's stomach's churning. This bit is getting tired. I can't fight it, and I'm forced to write about it. We didn't start this nonsense. Tommy G did Tommy G did. That's all I had. Really. Yeah. Stumbled on the best line.
It just evolves into you repeating Tom's name.
Oh my gosh.
Crazily.
Well, thank you, Pat. Once again, we now turn to the sports page.
At the Orange Insoles Sports Desk, Alabama, the overall top seed in the NCAA tournament. They cruised through the end of the season, and they also won their league tournament. Kansas, Houston, and Purdue grabbed the other top seeds. And everything gets started tomorrow in the beautiful Dayton, Ohio, in Montgomery County. These are all Eastern times, 6:30 tomorrow night, Southeast Missouri State and Texas A&M. And then 9 o'clock tomorrow night from UD, Pittsburgh and Mississippi State. And as we all know, get ready to try to find the games because they are on True TV, TNT, TBS, CBS. I think that's it.
Sounds like
good
Pat's
luck.
song.
Good luck finding
True
them.
TV, CBS.
The first 4 games are all on True TV starting tomorrow night. So there you go.
Hell
Good
yeah,
luck
man.
finding. Good luck finding it. Scotty Scheffler. Actually, I'm sorry. This is golf, Tom. Scotty Scheffler won the TPC Sawgrass yesterday.
Did he?
Had an amazing outing for those
Okay,
golfers.
to speak English louder.
Boy, no. Time was give me a little wide berth, but not anymore.
We need him to have a wide berth today.
There's
Let him
more.
know.
There's more fallout coming from the Morant incident at the Denver strip club last week. Morant went viral. He pulled out a gun at the famous Shotgun Willie's strip club.
Well, it's
maybe.
Shotgun Willie's.
It's right in the title.
You don't even get it. You can't even get let in unless you bring in a shotgun.
Yeah,
Shotgun
right.
Willie's.
That's right.
Got to have ID, says you're 21 and a shotgun.
1 week after the incident, the New York Post released photos of Morant from inside the strip club. The Post also then spoke with dancers and people who work at the club about the incident. According to the dancers, Morant gave out at least $50,000 in tips.
Oh.
And filled an entire room in $1 bills.
The picture of this is the coolest thing ever.
Is it?
It looks like a cartoon of like the coolest night you could never afford. It doesn't even look real. There's so many $1 bills.
I wonder who it was to make it rain the first time.
I don't know.
When did that start?
Well, they started a trend, didn't they?
Do you ever make it rain, Tom? Even at home?
No.
Oh, you don't do a little role play?
No. No.
All right, now, I'm the bouncer, and you're the first-time stripper. And you don't want to go up on stage, but I'm encouraging you.
Yes.
And then you come off stage, and you give me a little of the business, if you know what I mean. All right? I could see you thinking that's hot talk. A little of the business.
You'd be wrong.
I don't. What is your deal today?
Yeah.
This crap stops right now. What is your problem?
I just think this sort of
You had a
behavior.
bad weekend?
No, I had a great weekend.
Somebody crapping your cornflakes?
This sort of behavior, it's just unbelievable how ridiculous these people are.
Tom,
and they get away with it.
Listen to me,
here's a great role model.
I'm going
Kids
to make a
work
point.
hard, make money, and just piss it away.
What's wrong with going to the strip club?
What did Willie just say? 30-something? What did he just say? It was the coolest thing he's ever seen.
He's.
That is impressive.
I'm not looking.
He says it's impressive.
Athletes aren't supposed to be role models in that way. All right. There are politicians that are way more corrupt than what this guy's doing. He's just going out having fun. He's like 23. Give him a break.
Okay.
The whole room is full of money.
Hey, kids, carry a gun around. Shoot other people.
One club
Throw
insider.
your money away.
You're
Be like me. The odds are 1 in 50 billion you'll ever make this much money. Go for it.
Yikes.
Also,
am I wrong?
The dancers were reportedly absolutely terrified by Ja pulling out a gun while in the VIP room. Shotgun girls in the back room claimed one dancer who wasn't in the VIP room but heard complaints from her coworkers. So there you go. Glendale police investigated Morant.
What are you whining about now, Tiffany? The guy pulled out a gun. Well, in this case, you're actually
okay. Fair enough.
Have a valid complaint.
I don't know what we were thinking. All right.
I want to see this picture. How do you spell this guy's name?
JASSH.
JA.
So he was just
plays for the Memphis
filled
Grizzlies.
a room with $1 bills.
NBA. Ace said it was impressive.
Okay.
$50,000 worth.
Ones or twos? Now, for $2 bills,
it'd be half as much.
Then it'd be something. You'd have to clean out the bank. All their $2 bills.
Can you get $2 bills easily, or do you got to go to a bank? I bet you have to go to a bank.
When's the last time you got one?
Why?
A $2 bill?
Well, when's the last time I used cash? But if I wanted the $2, if I wanted $20 worth of twos.
If you go to Monticello and just buy something from the gift shop, they give you the change.
Is that
in
true?
twos. Yeah, because it's got Jefferson's face on it.
That is true.
You think they call it a deuce every now and then? Hey, give me my change in deuces, will you? Stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure in movies where people are portraying hipsters that are written by people.
Hippest great-grandmother?
Here he goes again. He doesn't want us here. No.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, okay.
She's seeing the money.
I don't know if Tom can see this, but...
Oh, well, Tom might see it, but he might not recognize it.
It's hilarious.
Okay, let's see.
Don't look at what's going on here, but look at all that.
Yeah, it looks like the aftermath of an earthquake.
It's all money.
Money everywhere. Okay, very good.
I don't exactly know what's happening here, but...
It's real stupid. Why? You're already in the VIP room. I mean, this is just bad strip club economics.
Oh, no, there's a book I really want to read. Strip Club Economics.
Strip Club Economics.
He didn't have to do that to get the attention he's getting.
Strip Club Economics, what have I been doing wrong?
Hey, but by the way, you either have all that money or the gun. You don't need both. She'll do whatever she's doing with either the money or the gun.
The owner of Shotgun Willie said that this kid's really young, was exceptionally respectful, sweet, and he did not drink. He's marvelous. Well, yeah, he just spent $50,000 in your club.
Tom, have you ever seen him? There he is on the court in his Grizzlies uniform. There you go.
He's attractive.
Okay. That's John. Is he a cute guy?
Yeah.
He does that thing with his eyebrows.
Cute.
I know. Is that a thing where you shave them, lines in your eyebrows? Yeah, he shaves a couple of lines in your eyebrows.
I'm not too worried about it. He's fun to watch, though, man. He's badass.
He does have amazing body control and like a 48-inch vertical or some crazy thing.
Wow.
I was trying to figure out.
Says he hasn't read a book in 10 years.
Oh, the stripper's on his lap backwards. Okay, I was trying to figure out.
I don't know if you're aware of how you're coming off, but
I'm not going to read books and protest because of that joke. I like reading. I like a nice quiet afternoon.
Didn't Kanye West said he's never read a book?
So
is that right?
I don't know.
I would have thought he had.
I think he was like anti-book or something. I'm serious.
Who's anti-book?
Kanye. Well,
doesn't he go barefoot everywhere? Didn't he say he was anti-shoes? Oh no, I misheard.
No, he hates it when people get like their words in weird orders and they focus on the little thing. He's very anti-semantics. He's not very concerned with semantics. That's what you might have read.
We had an NFL action over the weekend. The Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears did a little wheeling and dealing for the upcoming NFL draft. Panthers traded up to acquire the number 1 overall pick in the draft from the Bears in exchange for Bears get Carolina's number 9 pick, number 9, and number 61 overall pick in 2023, and a first-round pick in 24 and a second-round pick in 25, and star wide receiver DJ Moore. And he is a DJ on the weekends.
Really?
That's right. So he works part-time over at the Classic Hit station. That's right. Never mind. Back to you, Tom.
So they're doing all this so they can acquire a great quarterback.
That's the rumor, and C.J. Stroud evidently is the scuttle. As he's,
but the guy that they're going to acquire just lost their best receiver. I mean, if you think about it,
you can't comment on anything happening in the NFL.
I mean, isn't he the guy that they'd be throwing it to?
The move allows the Panthers. I came up with an NFL name over the weekend. It made me laugh a little bit. The Pouncers.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? The New England Pouncers. You could have the dance crew just do the pounce.
They just jump on things.
No?
Yeah. I like that.
The Pouncers. Yeah. And as Tom is in the abstract, I guess, if you're going for the joke, they did trade away a wide receiver to hopefully acquire a really slow quarterback. And if he's in the pocket, throws down the field, if there's no one there, is that a completed pass? No, it's not. So there you go. More sports coming up, including we're going to get our hair dyed, Pat.
Oh, boy.
We're going to talk a little bit about hair dye.
Oh.
Yep. Coming up.
And we've got a little bit of news about Aaron Rodgers. And
he still hasn't decided.
Boy,
I wish he'd make up his mind so we quit talking about it.
He had a job interview. They came to him.
Of course they did.
You think, see, now this is the kind of thing, you don't think Ja's cool for the $50,000 in the strip club in ones, but you think it's cool that they would go to Aaron Rodgers to have the meeting instead of having him.
They being the owner,
see?
The head coach, they all hopped on a plane and went all the way across the country to his house to talk to him.
They do that in recruiting. They do that for...
They're all adults.
And them going across the country in a private jet is like me sitting here right now for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It just seems, I don't know.
That certainly tells you they're interested.
Yeah, I'll say. It certainly does. It certainly does. Coming up, we have...
I hope he has like some sort of exotic disease from that darkness return. Some kind of spider that we haven't ever heard of bit him.
The only people that get it are like mules. It's some weird tick that only bites mules.
And it's the Benjamin Button in reverse. He's like ages at an alarming rate, and he won't be able to...
Well, he couldn't get in the plane because the shrooms hadn't kicked in yet. He didn't want to be up in the air.
Don't you criticize shrooms, man. A lot of bang for your buck.
Coming up, we have a really weird story about DNA and 4 presidents of the United States and what's going to happen to their DNA. This is really weird.
Don't we have all the DNA of the president?
That's a great question, and I was going to ask that myself.
We have hair. I know that, right? We got Lincoln's hair somewhere, don't we?
And I don't know enough about science to know that if you have a piece of Lincoln's hair, do you have all the DNA you need?
All I know is if you have a hairbrush, you can send someone to jail for murder if you have the hair in the hairbrush. That's all I know.
Okay, even
that's
if they
the
didn't
backbone of my procedures.
Yes, all right. That's the fault in the justice system.
That's the
even if they didn't do it.
That's the various spreads and butter. So I guess our lesson is don't ever brush your hair.
Bald guys get away with murder.
That's exactly right.
Okay, thank you very much. Also, coming up, we have fake sports memorabilia again.
Fake.
And topless maids.
Yeah.
And they apparently they do pretty well.
Topless maids. I have to laugh when it says, with tips. What do you get tips for?
Well, I think that, much like the strip club thing. We'll find out about the topless maid.
Everyone has a prize.
Also,
I don't know who that guy was.
We have...
that's a guy who gets things.
A Florida sexual romp threesome that goes bad.
Oh, no. Alligator?
No.
No.
Would be a hell of a
Police.
threesome.
Although, you know something? Had it been an alligator, we would have led with it.
Yeah.
Sexual threesome interrupted by alligator.
Is alligator still bestiality? Is that like
yes.
Zoology or zoology?
I think if you're studying it while banging it, it's zoology.
Did you see the video of the mountain lion that got in through the doggy door and was sleeping in the dog's bed?
Hey, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 I learned many years ago, no dog door.
The dog walked in and went, hey, who's in my... you know what? Go ahead. Enjoy your nap. You want something to eat?
Hey, I know where they keep the milk bones and the peanut butter. I can grab you one. It's not a big deal.
Little dog, too, like a Chihuahua kind of dog. Yeah, it was not good.
I learned my no dog door lesson many years ago.
Oh, did you have a little critter come in?
I had a cat walk in with a snake in his mouth.
Oh.
Look what I brought you.
Hi. Where was I? Oh, I know. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's it all about? Well, it's about getting hooked up with a proper therapist. All of it's done online, and BetterHelp has done this for more than 1 million people. Getting to know yourself, a tricky business these days. We're all overwhelmed by too much of just about everything, and it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. BetterHelp can connect you with a licensed therapist who can take you on the journey of self-discovery from wherever you are, because, once again, it's all done online. It can be done with a camera on. It can be done with texting. It can be done just with your voice, talking back and forth. It's very, very flexible, convenient, and suits your schedule. How does it work? Well, you fill out a questionnaire from BetterHelp. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And, by the way, switching therapists at any time is simple, and there is no additional charge. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Once again, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That'll knock 10% off your first month. Once again, it's BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT Show. Coming up, we have a little bit of an Oscar update.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a bobcat, not a mountain lion. But still.
Oh, I could take a bobcat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that changes everything. Yeah. I've got bobcats in my house right now.
Yeah. Give me a serrated knife, and we'll go to the show.
Okay, okay. I like to wear a bobcat in my sweatpants. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Do we have Chester?
Yes.
In the other room? Okay.
We have our producer, Dean, our producer.
Okay.
One of the best.
Right.
And he has
one of the best producers.
producers.
Maybe we should put Chester on a table so we can see him.
Now, Chester is a dog, of course, and he's a rescue dog. He's a beautiful dog.
And he can't help being that cute. That's
sweet little. He's got the most incredible eyelashes.
Can Chester hear us right now? Can you guys hear us in there? Okay.
There's a couple
Chester, stay.
There's a couple control words he likes. He likes his name.
How about that?
Okay, Chester?
Chester.
No, he's looking up. He's trying to figure out. He's looking at the speaker.
Is he named after Chester A. Arthur? Is that who he's named after?
He's named after the street he was found on.
Now say WHERES YOUR BALL. He loves that.
Okay, Chester, where's your ball? No response.
Nothing?
No, we didn't
where's
get
your ball?
Chester, where's your ball?
Well,
there he goes. Okay, now. Okay,
where's your ball, Chester?
Now he's confused because he sees our lips moving and it's coming out of the speakers. Chester is in a different room.
Okay, so he's reacting.
Okay, now
So I am going to right now play Squeaky Bark Bark.
Okay.
Okay, now is this the first song on the animal album?
This is the album More Songs to Make Dogs Happy.
Okay.
And this is the third cut. Squeaky Bark Bark, Chester.
Okay, I'll
coming at you.
Rate this record, baby.
Oh boy, his ears perked up right away. He's staring at the speaker. He's got that quizzical look. Oh yeah, he loves this one.
He likes this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I give that song a 95.
Okay.
Squeaky, squeaky, bark, bark. Oh, squeaky, squeaky, bark.
Now he doesn't care anymore.
He wants to hear the squeak.
You know why? Okay, now here's our song. This is our dog version of.
Now he's laying down. He could care less.
Now let's
of Stairway.
Okay,
right,
play Stairway. See. Oh yeah. Oh, he loves this. He's going crazy.
Right. Gee.
But I wonder why.
His head, every time the squeak comes up, he moves. Oh, you're punishing him. Now he's standing up.
He loves Zeppelin. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Okay.
Chester rocks.
Let me play one of
You know what? Can you play the Gordon Lightfoot piece for Chester?
Absolutely.
Here we go.
I think he's a big Gordo fan.
Okay.
Nothing. He's yawning.
He's smiling.
Now we're talking. Chester hears this. He's going crazy now. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See, well,
he loves Gordon Lightfoot.
I don't know. You be the judge.
No, he's like,
Let's try one of the other ones from the actual
all right, which one do you have?
recorded dog album. Songs to Make Dogs Happy. This is cut 1.
Let's see if we can make him poop.
Squeaky Deaky. Let's give this
is
a
the
listen.
big hit, I understand.
Okay, nothing so
Look,
far.
you can even tell it's a Casio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He's looking around.
Squeaky deaky. I love my squeaky toy.
This one's kind of got him.
Squeaky deaky.
He's enthralled with this.
It makes me jump for joy.
All right.
Squeaky deaky.
To me, he looks more anxious than
happy.
He looks like he wants to get the hell out of the room.
Well, I think he'd be excited if a squeaky toy actually appeared after hearing one.
Right.
Yeah, but see, to me, this is like doggy porn.
No, I have one of those.
That's doggy style.
Nothing like that.
You have doggy style.
No, but I think he'd be more excited by an actual squeaky toy than a see, because he doesn't understand. He's looking at the speaker. He can't figure out where the squeaky toy is coming from.
It looks like he wants to go outside.
Outside? It does look like that.
Outside? You want to
go for a walkie?
Oh, baby, Chester.
Where's your ball?
Chester, there's no P. He doesn't understand.
Chester, where's the vacuum cleaner?
He just want to knows what all these voices are.
Chester.
Yeah.
Chester hates the vacuum cleaner.
Okay. Well, thank you, Chester.
Jack is just trying to keep America free. But tell him a lie and he'll shoot your wife right in the knee. Gotta get the intel, no matter the cost. He gonna give the wet list to that German dude who was on Lost. Jack said, Chloe, upload them schematics to my PDA. Gonna put my jacket hood on, hold my breath and save the day. Jack said, oh yeah, life goes on long after they set off the nerve gas bomb. Oh yeah, I said life goes on long after Michelle, Tony, and Edgar are gone. Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan. Gonna whisper, then shout some, then whisper it again. Curtis, where are you? Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Get in the chopper now. I said I wanted a cheeseburger.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, the arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
You know you're too hot when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on, you realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too hot.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Town.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hi, Pat. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Hey, there's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Now, if you're not watching on TV, Chick's wearing orange head to toe. Oh, wait a minute, he's not. But he's sitting at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk. What's happening over there?
That's a great question. Oh, that's my cue. An 82-year-old Colorado man has been charged with selling and trading fake Michael Jordan basketball cards. According to authorities, Mr. Mayo Gilbert McNeil.
That's me.
First name Mayo, M-A-Y-O. I don't know if it's short for mayonnaise or not. He was arrested in Denver. Mr. McNeil is accused of making numerous fraudulent deals beginning
I would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for you meddling kids.
2015. That's right. If you look closely on some of the cards he sold, Michael spelled with a K. A K.
Isn't that interesting?
And that's wrong.
If you're gonna, you got to look it up, man. You got to.
Yeah, that's the first. You're going to get into the counterfeit business. Spelling.
Yeah.
Michael Driscoll of the FBI And I heard him somewhere yelling at the radio, "Thanks for blowing my cover, chick." Said Mr. McNeil defrauded sports memorabilia collectors of more than $800,000 by intentionally misrepresenting the authenticity of the trading cards he was peddling when, in fact, they were counterfeit. The octogenarian has denied, that means he can write with either hand, has denied any wrongdoing.
82.
Yeah.
I mean, it was either fraud or a reverse mortgage. I can't say I blame the guy. Have you seen the cards? It's really obvious. You know, Michael Jordan's playing hockey. That should have been.
Oh, my. Yeah, that was wrong.
Yeah.
And that's
the one sport he didn't do, yeah.
And then the other one, he's playing for the Globetrotters. Again, that never happened. I'm just pleased that an 82-year-old can figure out how to use a printer.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
The printers are amazing. But you probably wouldn't know this. You just push a button and it prints. You don't know anything about getting a printer and setting it up or anything like that.
How do they check the authenticity of these cards?
Well, Tom, it's pretty easy.
How do they do it?
Well, they have a certificate of authenticity.
Oh, that's right.
It's a certificate of it's a certificate of certification. Okay, come on, use your brain.
Now, is the certificate of certification for young broadcasters still available at the Chick McGee website? Or?
I think so.
Okay.
This is almost a victimless crime, isn't it? It's the person buying it really thinks it's a signed Michael Jordan card.
They enjoy
that.
But they're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for this stuff.
But they think they're.
But when they go to resell it, it's not.
What happens when they go to resell it and then they find out it's fake?
Well, I don't think they'd ever resell it, would they?
Yeah, they would.
It's one of their most prized possessions. Well, you're not a fan, obviously.
True.
So it's a picture printed on cardboard worth less than the same picture printed on different cardboard.
Or either that. So he was printing his own, or he was just faking the signature.
The accusation is that these were fraudulent cards. They were
fraudulently signed or fraudulently printed.
Fraudulently, that they weren't the real issue, original issue.
Boy, you politicianed away from that answer.
Boy, he really did, didn't he? I don't know who signed it, but I'm going to give you this answer.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the giveaway.
Here we go.
It was an AARP card. He's 82, you see. The man is old.
I hate commenting on this because I got a counterfeit card one time. I was going to be Michael Jordan card at UNC, rookie year, super cool. And I got it, and it was the actor Michael B. Jordan on the card.
Oh.
Such a bummer.
Well, that's still worth something, isn't it?
Such a bummer.
You know, North Carolina, they did not make the NCAA tournament this year. Of course, they're steeped in basketball history there in Chapel, whatever the hell they call it. And they told the NIT, no, thank you.
Did they really?
They sure did. They're not playing in the NIT.
The NIT used to be the big one.
Well, and Tom is the authority.
Sure he is.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
did you know that, Josh?
I did, yes, but I always love to hear about it.
Well, I won't be filling out a bracket for the NIT.
Oh, right. Why?
I hate to nitpick. The annual arrival of the NIT joke.
We have daylight saving time.
And then the NIT joke.
Yep.
Right, okay. Every year.
Green Bay Packers CEO Mark Murphy. How you doing, Mark? He's a former Washington Redskin.
Oh.
Confirmed that the team granted the New York Jets permission to talk with Aaron Rodgers and would honor a trade request if the four-time MVP quarterback makes one. His comments follow reports that the Jets owner Woody Johnson, and I found this over the week. You guys didn't tell me this. You know, Woody Johnson is Johnson & Johnson. Did you know that?
It's also a double dick joke.
Johnson.
It is, yeah. It's two wieners. Daily double.
Did you say double dick?
Yeah. Woody. Slang for,
Yeah.
Johnson.
I get it.
Woody Johnson, Robert Saleh, the coach, general manager Joe Douglas, and I think Nathaniel Hackett went out there too.
Tom, did you know that every Woody is a Johnson, but not every Johnson is a Woody?
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Is Mr. Johnson?
Learn it, know it.
Is Mr. Woody Johnson a grower or a shower or both?
I have not seen his whatever you got going on down there. Whatever you got going on down there.
But they flew out to see him.
Yeah, I don't see why you are so surprised by that.
Oh, he thinks that's a baller move.
I don't think
that's a flex move.
Other people have done that, right?
Sure.
You think Tom Brady went? You don't think people went to him?
It's a little bit like getting your hair cut in your kitchen or during a business meeting. It's kind of a power move. You're showing people, no, you come to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very busy. I got stuff to do.
I was surprised by this.
And you admire that sort of behavior.
No, I just think it's indicative of the situation that Rodgers obviously is in the driver's seat, and he wanted to stay in his home because, as you know, he's been talking mostly lately about his bowel movements in the dark. I heard he had the lights taken out of his toilet.
A wise man once told me, be careful what you wish for.
Oh, yeah?
So good luck, Jets.
Tom, I'm a little surprised that you've never done the Lyndon Johnson power move.
Oh, I am
too.
Yeah, where he would take a dump in the Oval Office and leave the door open. No, the exact
continue.
opposite.
You left the biggest part out and continue meeting with whoever he was talking to.
I'm the exact opposite of that. I would
Your
never
closed
do
door?
that.
You want your alone time.
No, and I would never force that on anyone. That's just awful.
But comedically, it's amazing.
Yeah.
If you made us stand around the open bathroom door.
You know, you throw in what's the matter? Too much for you, Josh? Stuff like that.
But the first part of that story is that the Green Bay Packers organization has said, please, you can speak with Mr. Rodgers.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's their way of saying, yes, we're happy to have him become your problem.
yeah.
Good luck, fellas.
One would think.
What do you think will happen if this happens? He'll be good?
What do you mean? No, I don't think he will be.
Really?
Last year was a little snapshot of what's coming down the trail. Oh, he broke his thumb. No, he's just Father Time, undefeated.
Okay.
Good luck, Aaron.
All right, thank you very much. Coming up.
More sports.
Coming up, give me the teaser.
Well, schoolgirls and hair dyeing.
Oh, boy.
What do you think of that?
How old are the schoolgirls? Is this
old enough?
Okay, that's fine. Just checking.
Thanks for highlighting that. What do you got a controversial highlighter over there? Is that what you're doing this morning?
Also coming up, topless maid service and a threesome goes bad. You never hear about the ones that go great.
That go right millions of times down. Yeah. People are happy with them.
This one.
Get off real good.
You're giving three-ways a bad name.
This one has 2 words we can't say on the radio.
Very
being
funny.
Passed along by the police. It's very exciting.
Is it labia?
It's a slang term for that. Preceded by the word stanky. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Daddy worked to feed us kids. Nobody worked harder than Daddy did in an old chicken house that was dusty and scalding hot. And then the steak came along and busted Daddy on 600 pounds of pot. And Mama cooked in the kitchen. Lord, I can still smell the chicken. She was active in her church and kept our torn breeches stitched. And then the steak came along, and it turns out Mama was a satanic voodoo witch. Crazy people raising babies around Rottweilers with rabies. Sometimes folks you thought were wholesome wind up doing time in Folsom. Was Sister really teaching scripture at the Sunday school? They're swapping naked pictures with a heroin mule. Was she cutting up collards and boiling corn? Or making $1 million in computer porn? Daddy worked, still selling grass. Mama jerked a knot in Sister's ass. We all did the best we could, which wasn't very good. And it kind of fades out there.
Does it fade out?
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Alabama is the overall top seed in the NCAA men's basketball tournament after cruising through the end of a season. Kansas, Houston, and Purdue grabbed the other top seeds. College basketball yesterday, the tournaments around the country. Memphis upset number 1 Houston 75-65. Number 4 Alabama beating Texas A&M 82-63. And number 5 Purdue wins the Big Ten, beating Penn State 67-65. NBA winners yesterday: Cleveland, Philly, Oklahoma City, New Orleans, New York, and Brooklyn. And in the NHL, Detroit and Calgary win in regulation. Nashville, Arizona, and Pittsburgh all win in overtime. And Scotty Scheffler wins the TPC in Sawgrass yesterday in men's golf. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Essential Morning Radio, all day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Yes, it's time now for another exciting episode. Oh, no. Of Murray Whiskey, Frontier Funeral Director.
Oh, no. My hero.
In this episode, Murray Whiskey has just gotten married. And he brings his beautiful new wife to their honeymoon room, their suite. They're getting undressed on their wedding night there. Murray Whiskey drops his trousers, throws them over to his new little bride. Just put those on. She looks at him incredulously. She says, go ahead, put them on. She puts on the trousers. She says, they're too big. I can't wear these. Murray Whiskey says, that's right. Remember that. I wear the pants in this family. Don't you ever forget that. She says, fine. She takes off her panties. She throws them over to Murray Whiskey. She says, you put those on. He tries. She says, you made me do it. You've got to do it. He says, okay. So he tries to get them on. Can't do it. He says, I can't even get these past my thighs. He says, I can't get into these panties. She says, yeah, and until you change your attitude, you're not going to either, partner.
A true tale from the Old West.
That concludes another exciting episode of Murray Whiskey, Frontier Pyromaniac over here. What are you lighting up the studio?
Yeah, this thing, it's not working. I'm sorry. Nothing.
Just brought to you by that new Japanese-Jewish restaurant, So Sue Me.
Thank you very much, Maria.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore. There's a trend that I've been noticing in watching the news that who are these people that protest death row inmates when the prisoner wants to die? The word nosy comes to mind. It's inhumane. It's inhumane. Oh, yeah, because he was real human. A lot of humans keep a freezer full of heads. They're so self-righteous out there on the picket line. Stop the killing. Stop the killing. No, I think you're missing the point here. He wants to die. State wants him dead. Families want him dead. Oh, but you want him to live. Fine. He can live with you. And when he's done drinking soup out of your skull, dabbing his mouth with your peace pamphlet, we'll come by, put a bullet in his head, and the world will have 2 less psychos to worry about.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
oh my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, everybody.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
And Ace Cosby joke of the day. Any moment. So hang in there. I know everybody's anticipating it. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
That Ace Cosby joke of the day brought to you by Omaha Steaks. Oh, that's right. Nothing better than a rare steak and a rare bit of wit from Ace because all his jokes are well done. Chick McGee is at the sports desk before we get back there. Last week, we got into a discussion about water beds. I'm not sure why it happened, but it did. And we've since received a number of emails from people who still have water beds.
Good for them.
They're people who really like them.
Lunatics.
But we were telling Willie was back many years ago when sort of the AM radio was kind of segueing into the dominance of FM radio. Those early FM stations all had lots of commercials for water beds.
Did you ever take the prize wheel to a waterbed?
Sure.
And spin the wheel for prizes?
I never had a waterbed. I've never slept on a waterbed.
I'm surprised. Kind of surprised by that.
I'm not.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just
good point.
I'm guessing he was standing if he was in an away game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No,
He never got that far. It was a parking lot.
Pants around his ankles.
The closest I came to anything of hippie-like was I had some of those beads, that, covering.
Oh, you did?
Covering when I was 14, and I had Jefferson Airplane posters and. And that was into my closet.
Do you ever have an impromptu away game and you're driving home after and you forget you dropped your wallet at the
ladies' home
place? Yeah.
No.
yeah, me either.
Boy, that's
So the point is, we were talking about water beds.
Hi, you remember?
Got a nice letter here because Willie was not familiar with the water bed.
No.
And
I was vaguely familiar, just didn't know all the specifics.
And you thought that perhaps when one bought a waterbed, what happened?
Well, no, I figured that you filled it at home, but Kristi said they're pretty heavy from the store, so I just asked, did they ever fill them up in the store? I thought that was possible, and I was, just ridiculed. I was treated less than a person.
It's your innocence that's so sweet.
That would be the greatest video. Two guys trying to get this sort of blob of water up a stairway.
Yeah, it's Willie's Waterbed Warehouse, and they look at the camera and they go, "There's got to be a better way." And then I come in and go, "There's not."
Or the guys on the highway that have the mattress on top of their car.
Man, that would be a hell of a video. We got to talk to our buddy Tom May about making a video where he's like a water-filled waterbed on top of a
he'd do
van.
it.
Yes, exactly.
God, it wouldn't be funny if it were in a pickup truck. It would have to be on like the roof of a Volkswagen Bug.
Man. Toyota Corolla blobbing over the.
God, that's such a funny idea. In any event, got this letter from Andy. He writes, "You guys were talking about waterbeds. It sparked a childhood memory. My grandmother was getting rid of my uncle's waterbed. The frame was so bad they were throwing it out. The bladder, however, was in great shape. So my father took an air compressor, filled the bladder with air. It was the most fun I ever had as a kid. We bounced it all over the place. I remember the waterbed rolling on top of me and with full of air, and I didn't feel anything. I was maybe 10. I was losing my mind. It was so much fun. What a great time we had."
That is fun.
What a sweet letter. Thank you very much. We are going to return to the sports desk. Sorry.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm at ATL, just got in from LAX to ORD, and I'm not one to complain usually, but I got no TLC on the red eye.
Okay.
Our skyhag said it was turbulent, so the fasten seatbelt sign was on the entire flight, which means there was no mid-flight power stretch. And I asked for a gin and tonic right after we boarded, but I didn't get it until after we buzzed the tower in Denver. I know. I said, "Hey, doll, we're supposed to spring forward, not fall back. That also applies to in-flight service." She's not the only one. I got to admit, my internal clock is also off because of this whole daylight savings drama.
Yeah.
Hey, answer me this riddle, Bob and Tom. This is great for the water cooler conundrum. When they switched to daylight savings, why do it at 2 a.m.?
I don't know.
Why not 4 p.m. on a Friday? Am I right? That way we can all cut out early and start the weekend ahead of schedule.
Oh, I like
that. Am I right?
Yeah.
I know. I haven't been this fired up over a topic since they canceled lingerie lunch over at the Alibi Room. Anyway, it's that time of year again. Hoops, baby, hoops. There it is. I call it March Moodness, though. I mean, we're all fired up because we get to spend the next few days doing our brackets. But Tobin gets all butthurt over the lack of productivity. I guess that's what CFO stands for. Condemned Fund Officer. Hey, not to brag, but I'm the only 4-time Titanium Level McCurdy Award winner to also win our office pool just as many times. Hey, Chick, how about UConn? Only a 4-seed. My God.
Yeah, that seems to be a mistake.
Oh, hey, guys, I got to take this. My bad. My brother's blowing up. Ken Tarmac. Hey, Shooter, we just landed. You there yet? Why not, Mike? How many times I got to tell you? Always accept the paper boarding pass for backup. What do you mean it's crumpled? Okay, first of all, breathe. I don't care if they close the boarding door. Stop acting like a Zone 4 mongrel. Put your briefcase up on the help desk. You with me? Okay, start tapping your right foot and waving your left arm like a third base coach. More, Mike. I should be able to hear it. There you go. It should sound like a chopper taking off. Now, wave the lanyard. Told you, you'll probably get upgraded too. Hey, call me from Phoenix. By the time I got to take this, I got 2 more connections and 19 more brackets to fill out before the Sky Club webinar. Hey, Chick, I got Grand Canyon making it all the way to the Sweet 16. I want to see your bracket later. All right. Call you from Phoenix. We just landed.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
Right, thank you very much. Very good. Bracketology. And we've got something in the world of bracketology. Sign up to win our Bracket Mayhem. Your shot at $1 million. All you got to do is get a perfect bracket. You'll also have a chance, forget about the $1 million, but you could also win a home version of the original Pop-A-Shot game.
Nice.
And a Yeti cooler from Orange Insoles. So head to bobandtom.com/contest for all the details. Pre-registration is up and running. So get that going right now.
Why haven't we made a Bob and Tom home game?
What do you mean?
Where you could be the host of the game and you make your way around the board and hurl an insult at another player and stuff like that. Read a news story.
Like you'd pick up a card and it would go, oh my God, it's time for more sports.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Stuff like. Dear, I wasn't going to read this, but now I am.
Oh boy.
Dear Tom, my name is Bill.
Yes.
I was inspired by the list of Tom's fears last weekend, and if you missed that,
that was lovely.
These are the top 10 things that Tom Griswold cannot do. Actually, 9, because I don't like this one. Okay, number 10. He can't say sexy time without sounding like he just walked into a prison shower.
Oh.
Sexy time.
There it is. He can't relax for more than 30 seconds. He's got a lot on his mind. He's very busy.
Very busy. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, when he does relax, his son sends me pictures of him relaxing, which I really appreciate. You can't stop torturing Josh about his self-pleasure. You can't stop torturing Josh about enjoying a nice meal. You can't have less than 3 monitors and 8 stands and a pile of sweetener at your desk.
That's correct.
You can't go a day without an Ace Cosby joke of the day.
That's also correct.
Can't use any store while the Brinks armored truck is there. You might die.
Yeah.
Of course. You're just walking out.
Can't use gas station if the tanker truck is there to refill the gas station.
You might explode.
You might blow up. You can't pull out of a driveway. Do I know this? You got to back out of a driveway? Is that a thing for you?
No, I can pull out of a driveway.
You can pull out?
I'm a pull-through parker.
Pull-through parker?
That's right.
How are you at parallel parking?
Not good.
I would imagine.
You're not good at pulling out, I'll tell you that.
Hence the children. Is that where that's going? Thank you very much, Pat.
And finally, you can't let Kristi do the news without interrupting her.
Of course.
Of course, he says.
I would have blown your mind this weekend. I filled up my gas tank while the tanker truck was there filling up the tanks.
Wow.
I've done that. I've done that. And I've gone into the gas station while the car is being filled.
I've done that and got yelled at by the...
shopped, did some shopping, took a squirt, back out to the car.
They didn't yell at you?
I know. I used to do that all the time until I got yelled at.
Yeah, I got yelled at big time.
I got yelled at actually in Michigan.
So did I. Yes.
I think
you're
it's
supposed to
legal
stand there while your car's filling up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't stand there.
When did that become a thing?
Well, the next thing,
It's state by state.
Oh.
next thing you know, they're going to not let me fire up a cigarette while I'm standing there either.
You don't smoke, but you want to do it anyway just to show that you're boss?
That's right.
Okay.
Guess who's boss?
I'm the boss. 7-year-old girl in India. We're going to talk about it. She's the world's youngest something.
Oh.
I hope it's not stripper.
And
thanks, Josh. I
hope it's not.
Boy, that could have gone. It could have been worse, although not much.
Strawberry shortcake dancing for you. And hair dye, hair dye, Pat. Hair dye.
Do you have a hair dye song, don't you?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, well, can we do that when we come back?
Beautiful.
I will certainly look forward to that. Also, we have an interesting story about presidents and their DNA, which is just fascinating.
Ben Franklin included in that?
Ben Franklin was never president.
I think you're wrong.
Really crack open a book, Tom.
Right now, I want to crack open a box full of great fresh food because have you had that phone call from your taste buds going, hey, we've had enough of your cooking. We want something better.
Who gave you this?
Restaurant quality food. That's where HelloFresh comes in. They've got something brand new out there, the Dietitian Win recipes. Each under 700 calories, made with less sodium. Power up with things like the Protein Smart options, the one-pot pork and black bean chili, or creamy Dijon dill chicken, each with 30 grams or more of protein. How does it work? Well, HelloFresh sends you the box. They've done the shopping. They've done the measuring. You're saving money because they're buying in bulk and you're getting fresh ingredients to make stuff like what Willie's got over there.
Check out the sweet chili pork bowls with bell pepper and candied peanuts. HelloFresh is going to send you 9 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you have this delicious pork bowl that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
Pre-portioned. That means they've done the measuring. The recipe's right there in front of you with the cards. You can't screw this up. It's restaurant quality food. They really want you to try it. Give it a shot by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. The code, once again, BTShow60 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. By the way, more than 40 recipes every week. All kinds of food to fit your palate. That's BTShow60 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow60. Also, coming up, we have topless maids and dragon fruit is the latest fad food on TikTok, and you'll be surprised as to why that is. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Hi, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once was named Best Picture at the Oscars last night. It also won 6 other awards, including acting awards for Michelle Yeoh, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Ke Huy Quan, and Best Director for the Daniels, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Schneider. It's only the second film the Danielses have made. Brandon Fraser says he feels a bit light in the head after winning the Best Actor Oscar for his role in The Whale. Fraser acknowledges he's been an actor for 30 years and things have not come easy for him. He says putting one foot in front of the other worked for him. It can work for others, too. At the current box office, Scream 6 debuted #1, taking in more money in its first weekend than any previous Scream movies. This is the first one to not feature Neve Campbell in it. Creed 3 was the box office leader last week, drops to second place, and the Adam Driver sci-fi thriller 65 is in third. And finally, the People's Choice Awards are doing an all-country music version. The People's Choice Country Awards will air from the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville in September on NBC. The awards will be given based on popular vote, and several honorary awards will also be handed out. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Roger Naylor is our guest from the Ohio Valley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. Is your wife a cop?
Yeah, it's not the traditional job like we were talking about. I mean, it is very, very romantic. We met at a Dunkin' Donuts. So. She hates that joke.
I'll bet she does.
It is a weird job for a woman to have, but it has its advantages. I mean, what other job can you think of where the woman comes home every single night with handcuffs? So
sure,
we got a little game we like to play called Held for Questioning. On the downside, my wife carries a gun.
Oh, good point.
Which makes PMS a whole different ball game at my house. Our toilet seat stays down. I take no chances. I pee in the tub or out in the yard. I don't even mess with it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, my wife is a cop. It's very weird being in bed with a cop. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be in the middle of making love to your wife and all of a sudden you hear, "What's your hurry, pal?" Do you know why I stopped you? Do you know how fast you were going? I gotta wear a radar detector on my wiener. It's a fuzz buster.
Bravo! Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
We were talking about something earlier, which is when you're on a plane. Sometimes you don't want to talk to people. Sometimes you do.
I make sure that I have a headset on all the time.
See, I used to do that all the time.
I do the same, but I had a guy tapping on it.
No way.
Yeah.
Can you turn that down?
And I'm like, how do you ignore a guy tapping on your big headphone with the light on? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, and he just started the small talk, like business or pleasure. And I'm like, music. I'm into the music. So I had to kind of take him off and be polite, and it was very awkward.
I'll bet.
Yeah. That's quite an invasion, I think.
It's
you
very
never
much
tap
so.
on somebody's headset.
Yeah, no kidding.
Plane's on fire, sir. Oh, okay.
That's your personal space. No one's supposed to be in
so.
there.
Was it John Candy? Because it sounds like planes, trains, and automobiles.
My dogs are barking.
We're speaking with comedian Jim Gaffigan. What else is your life? What are you into? Do you have hobbies? Are you like weird food? Are you a drug addict? Anything cool to talk about?
I love food. Food is my. Are you a drug addict? I'm very pale, but not a drug addict.
I'd like to be a drug addict just for a little while.
I love food. I even enjoy watching people make food. But you ever notice the Food Network is far more interesting when you're hungry? When you're full, you're kind of like, this is stupid. But when you're hungry, the Food Network's like porn. You're like, oh, yeah. Whip it up, baby. Make it for me. I love eating late at night, too. You're not supposed to eat late at night. And then again, you're not supposed to drink booze in the morning.
Bob. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
I have a bone to pick with you.
All right.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Getting poised to lay that joke of the day on us. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. There's Tom. Kristi.
What's the problem?
Why don't you bring your jacket in here in the studio?
What?
Is that your purple coat hanging on the coat rack?
Yeah, it's a coat rack. You're supposed to put it on the coat rack, right?
It scared me 3 times. I thought it was some haunted child in the building.
I would disagree if I could.
And I whipped around, and it's your stupid coat. Where's my coat? Right here.
You're doing nothing wrong, Kristi.
You're doing it all.
It's where you're meant to rack your coat.
Wrong.
Yes. If we're not supposed to put coats there, why is it there?
It should be in here, actually.
What?
Why can't we move it in here?
But I walk out that door, my coat's right there. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Could we move on?
Wrong.
What is this thing about hair dye? I know. I've been...
First of all, a 7-year-old girl in India has been named the world's youngest yoga instructor.
We don't have any music for this?
Oh.
Stupid.
A 7-year-old girl in India has been named the world's youngest yoga instructor.
Oh, yeah?
Miss Praanvi Gupta earned the Guinness World Record title at the age of 7 years, 165 days old. In addition to teaching professionally, the young yoga instructor also shares her knowledge on her YouTube channel, Learning with Praanvi.
How about that?
Well, first of all, it's not fair.
Why?
Well, when you're 7, you're like, I mean, obviously.
She's about half cartilage anyway.
Well, that's true. Yeah, they do have a lot of...
It's like you're made of Jell-O. You can do anything.
I think most of her bones have set.
Her little fontanelle has filled in.
Also, it's not like yoga's not a contest. It's not like she's trying to make it unfair for the people she's teaching. I think that if you just go into something, you're trying to stretch out. You're not trying to stretch the best.
I'm looking at these pictures. If I did any of these, I'd be in the hospital.
A friend of mine told me on the phone a couple days ago, he said, every morning I start. He goes, you have dogs? I go, yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, what do they do when they're laying down and get up and go outside?
They do the downward dog.
And they go, I guess they stretch. He goes, that's what I do. Every morning when I wake up, I stretch. It was about this time I fell asleep because he was still talking. So he stretches.
She's so young. She does for her class, the downward puppy. Little doggy there. Yeah, doggies that you can see where they get that in. They get out. First thing they do.
Dogward,
They do that stretch.
Well, then the play bow.
Oh,
if you want to play.
Sure.
I like the play bow.
Okay, well, congratulations to this young lady.
And another world record. Stupid world record. From San Juan, Puerto Rico, the Blondes are back. Puerto Rico on Friday broke the Guinness World Record for the most hair dyed. A total of 192 men went blonde in a mass bleaching event to support the U.S. Territories team that is vying to win the World Baseball Classic after finishing twice as a runner-up. The team's players first dyed their hair blonde ahead of the 2017 World Baseball Classic. As a joke, it unexpectedly unleashed a dyeing craze in Puerto Rico that left pharmacies and beauty supply stores out of hair dye. The players repeated the tradition this year, and people in the island are overwhelmingly dark hair once again responded and dyed their hair blonde.
Cool.
Now, Pat, you have a tribute to dyeing your hair.
Yeah.
You famously, what's the color you dye your hair?
Medium ash brown by L'Oreal.
Nice choice.
But you're off that, though, now.
Yeah, well, I have to do all my hair as a man of a certain age now, so I've gone with the Just for Men.
Ah.
I used to go blonde. I went blonde for a year. I looked like Eminem's dad. So I think the brown is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Bill Parcells did that. He was going gray, and he thought, well, if I dye my hair blonde, no one will notice.
Oh.
Everyone noticed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I dyed everywhere, man. I colored all my hair, man. Just for men down there, man. I dyed everywhere, man. Head hair, chest hair, arm hair, leg hair, ear hair, nose hair, lip hair, chin hair, neck hair, back hair, belly hair, brow hair, the hair above my ass crack, I swear, toe hair, shin hair, cheek hair, ball hair. I dyed everywhere, all right. I dyed everywhere, man. I don't have hair to spare, man. Black is cold down there, man. My pubes don't have gray hair, man. I dyed everywhere, man.
Oh, that's nice.
All over me, baby.
Oh, that's nice. The dye in the body hair. We had an interesting story about Aaron Rodgers earlier this morning in sports.
Mm-hmm.
That he had the owners of the Jets, etc., and various people fly out to see him.
They flew out to him. Well, if you can't bring the mountain to Muhammad, we take the Muhammad. Hang on, I'll get it.
Yeah.
You can't. Never mind. Go ahead.
Now, was it last week that he had his discussion about his retreat to the black cabin where there were no lights?
When he announced that he was going to a darkness retreat, do you remember what he said? 4 days of darkness. Do you remember how long he spent?
How long?
2 days. Seems to me that's half.
Well,
if he's going to stay in darkness for 4 days, stay in darkness. He gave up. He gave up.
Maybe he resolved in his head what he wanted to resolve.
He's a quitter.
Do you have this?
Thank you.
Do you have his quote about pooping in the dark?
I think he said a couple of them were just 2 wipers. But that didn't have anything to do with his darkness retreat. That was the salads they were feeding him through the little door.
But I mean, he
said he was eating better.
Right, but there's no lights at all the whole time.
No.
You have to feel your way around.
No, that's another thing. No. They have electricity, and you can turn on a light if you get upset.
But he didn't.
I know, yeah.
What?
He didn't turn the lights on.
How do you know?
Because he said in that interview.
Oh, you believe everything he says?
Aaron Rodgers said he didn't.
Well, the crux of that whole thing was that he assumed it was a two-wiper because he couldn't look to see that if he was actually done.
That's true.
And what Aaron said was
they were all two wipers.
There, and here's the longer interview.
I think partly because of the diet that we were eating. Yeah. I had very, very smooth. It's obviously all diet related because I was grubbing on these big salads that they had for us, and that's probably a little out of the norm for to eat a humongous salad like every single dinner. But yeah, my dumps were super smooth.
Nice.
In my mind, that is a non-rationalization. They were all two wipers. They were two wipers and done. So it didn't need more than two wipers. Honestly, there were multiple.
We could check the underwear for the record.
Well, the sports reporting is really
There were multiple, though, that I didn't even think I needed a wipe.
He didn't think he needed a wipe.
Don't you wish we had interviews like that with Babe Ruth?
No.
Can you imagine?
I don't give a crap about his crap.
Yeah, it's too much access. To
Yes.
They were all two wipers.
Okay. Wait a minute. Pat, you have a song about this?
Yeah. Every day looks like evening. It's just darkness the whole day through. I wake up in the morning and I have to go. Number 2, I've had nothing but salads. This retreat has been no meat. Oh, it's so dark here. I can't even see my feet. Can't find a toilet. Can't find a toilet to hit the mark. But my movements are smooth now. Even when I'm deucing in the dark. Even when I'm deucing in the dark.
Thank you, the boss. Thank you. Little tribute to the great Bruce Springsteen. So nice. So nice. Thank you very much. We return to the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk, starring Chick McGee as your ace reporter.
And that's it.
Oh, that's all we have for sports?
Work on your brackets. You got until...
I just printed one, yeah.
You got...
This is what you farted for.
First game starts tomorrow, 6:30 Eastern. Beautiful Montgomery County in Dayton, Ohio. I used to live there.
Did you? Let's hear all about it.
So, lived over a laundromat. And,
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It was a good time. It was a good time.
Did you get called into the IRS for an audit?
No.
And when you were there,
I was legally entangled with an open-door dumper, though. I'll tell you that much.
No.
Yeah.
It's rare to meet the female open-door dumper.
Yeah.
No joke.
Hi, honey. I'm
Oh, that's disgusting.
Did the odor of the laundromat permeate the...
No, surprisingly, no.
Actually, that would be a nice smell. That would be great.
And stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. Especially with all the open door dumps going on. The fresh linens could be nice.
Sometimes I just go downstairs and sit in the laundromat.
Really?
Collect my
doubt.
thoughts.
The open door dumper.
Did you...
the nice sound of a dryer. It's very soothing.
Did you have a washer and dryer in your apartment?
No.
So it's very convenient, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You go downstairs, dump a load.
Yeah.
Come back upstairs.
By the way, here's your shot at $1 million.
Oh,
Fill out your brackets for the Bob and Tom Show Basketball Mayhem contest. Also, by the way, the cool part of this is you've got a shot at winning the original Papa Shot game. How cool would that be?
Hey, I'm a Papa Shot.
And a Yeti cooler from Orange Insoles.
I shoot you.
Get the details. bobandtom.com/contest. Fill out a bracket. You're filling one out anyway for the office, whatever. And a Papa Shot, very cool to have at your house.
Who are you, Josh?
Papa Shot.
Oh.
That's a me.
Playing for Alabama. Let's see. It's bobandtom.com.
You need to stop that.
Okay, I'm sorry. We don't want to insert any truth
move along.
into this.
Just move along.
It's bobandtom.com/contest if you would like to enter. Wouldn't you like to have a Papa Shot in your living room, Kristi?
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been
I almost
dreaming
had
of.
one, and then they decided to use it as a giveaway.
Oh.
That you're talking about right now.
Oh, sorry.
That was sent with my name on it.
Would you?
So I'm being very generous by giving it to whoever wins.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Some of this could be false.
I've always wanted a pinball machine. And now if only they're pricey.
You know what? I always wanted one
pricey.
too. And then we found out we had two of them over at the shack.
Yeah, that he sold for some
never
reason.
even offered them to us.
Nope. Yeah,
I would have loved to.
Here
have
you go.
bought
Instead
one
of a
those.
gold watch when you kick me out the door, give me a pinball machine.
Give me a pinball machine, Tom.
That's right. That's damn right.
I think Pat can buy you one now.
we had 2 of them.
I know. I would have, and wasn't one of them. It wasn't the Kiss one, was it? It was the Simpsons. What was the Simpsons?
The Simpsons. Homer and I forget.
And that, what was the other
people
one?
weren't playing them enough, so I got rid of them.
Yeah, we know.
Of all the things that he stayed on top of and realized that this is superfluous, we don't need that. The pinball machines.
They were cool looking.
Think about that for a minute. The people that just sit here, they don't. And you were on top of the pinball machines. Well done, Tom.
We'll see how we do this quarter. Maybe we'll get another one. In the meantime, we turn to Kristi Lee at the Bob and Tom news desk. What have we missed?
Police in Alabama arrested 2 people for stealing a fire hydrant. WALA. Walla.
Walla walla.
Reports the Mobile Police Department officers responded to a report of several people stealing a fire hydrant in front of a bank. Officers stopped a vehicle matching the description given in the report and apprehended a 43-year-old man as well as a 39-year-old woman.
All right, guys, we're going to rob the bank today. I don't know. I'm feeling a little nervous. Well, we're here. We have the masks. Let's just take the hydrant.
Why would you?
They were found with the fire hydrant in their possession. The individuals were also found with a firearm and drugs. They face theft, drug, and firearm charges.
And a parking ticket.
Yeah.
Why would you steal a fire hydrant?
Probably the waterbed store didn't fill their waterbed. So they had to fill it up at home.
I don't understand what you would do.
Well, and how...
Maybe they were dogs. Has anybody looked at... Anyway, we got a urinal here.
Check it out.
We're all dogs. Life is a Far Side cartoon.
How did that start? Dogs peed on your...
fire hydrant?
I think they just pee on whatever's there.
Yeah, right? It doesn't have to be a fire hydrant, but that certainly is.
Walk a dog. A male dog will pee on anything that's standing up.
Peeing on what it says is his, right?
Right.
Yeah, well,
marking his territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why. I can't think of any reason to have a fire hydrant.
How would you steal it anyway?
Can't be easy.
No.
Wouldn't the water start shooting out?
That's what I would think.
Is this a drug thing? Is someone so high they're going, hey, man, you know something? If we had our own fire hydrant, we wouldn't have such a high water bill.
You know, they have really big wrenches to open the fire hydrant.
Of course they do. But I mean,
it's like giant wrenches.
Well,
it's amazing. You can't open that up with a regular Crest.
Are you guys fans of the gag in like the Stooges where they would open up, they would like knock over a hydrant and the spray would lift a man and he would be sitting on top of it?
Yep.
Yeah, always funny.
Josh, a lot of video games offer that, and it's always a great time.
Yes, but the live action, there's really something special about seeing the guy floating.
I saw a Stooges accidentally.
Yeah?
I wasn't seeking it out.
Well, you're a fool, but...
Curly sat on an open fire hydrant, and the water started coming out of his mouth and his nose.
It's funny. Hilarious.
Because it was going up his ass, I guess.
That's
what happened
quite
there.
a douche.
Yeah. Well, good luck to him. I still don't understand what they were thinking.
I don't either. And you're right. You would think the water would shoot right out.
Well, they didn't get the hydrant. When the police arrived, they were still trying to steal it, apparently.
What? That's not what it said in the story.
They got it?
They found the fire hydrant in their possession.
Okay.
How can you be so wrong so often?
I mean, okay, never mind. It didn't work in the back of their truck.
Well, no.
Hey, there's no water coming out of this.
Yeah, the
we
water's
moved it into our kitchen.
The water's not inside.
This is one of those, we're going to get a letter from someone explaining why people steal fire hydrants, apparently. I can't imagine any reason.
I think they went to rob the bank, they got scared, and they said, we can't leave empty-handed, and they took the...
Took the fire hydrant.
But what were the people in the bank doing? This couldn't have... Nobody looked out the window. Banks are all windows.
And anybody driving by.
What the hell's this?
What are
they
these
probably
people
just
doing?
assumed, they must be working on it. Who would ever steal it?
If I drove by and looked in the bank and noticed there was a holdup going on, I'd keep driving.
Oh, I would too.
You wouldn't go in and save the day?
I would not come in. I wouldn't go. Nope. I wouldn't call. I wouldn't do anything.
I would
Act like
call and then I would.
How are you going to save the day, Josh?
Yeah, how are you going to save the day, Josh?
Let's just say I'm trained for certain situations.
Is that right?
And none of you need to know about it
Okay.
until the time comes.
You're going to get CPR, everybody? That's all you're trained for.
I've had training outside of this workplace.
I seriously don't.
Okay, let's move on here. Kristi, what else? Give me the teaser. What's coming up?
Coming up, we have a three-way gone bad. Ends up in cuffs and not the fun kind.
Three-way gone bad.
Topless maid in Florida. We have topless swimming. We'll tell you where that's going to be legal.
Whoa.
Everybody gets to go topless.
Itty-bitty committee.
The itty-bitty city committee decided that they were going to be allow everyone to go topless. You'll be very surprised where this is.
Yeah, and you'll be...
Vatican City?
Not. Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
Did you say Vatican City?
Not that surprised.
Did you see where the Pope came out and said that celibacy is not...
Overrated. Oh.
No, that it could go away, basically, is what he's saying. That it's not a permanent thing.
He's trying to get it wet. He's trying to do his thing.
No, I don't think he's trying to do that. I think he's trying to get priests of the priesthood, so he's going to maybe at some point lighten up on that.
Down.
Yeah.
Having trouble recruiting?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's...
the rectory's empty.
The cupboard's bare.
Boy, that word rectory sure is unfortunate.
That turns into a,
Yeah, let's not go there. Sorry I brought this up.
Something different. Like butt house.
Oh, my
butt house.
Rectory janitor caught me.
I'll be in the butt house. I guess we should have known when we called it butt house. This sort of thing might happen.
It's right there.
Who would have thought that? Well, it's called the butt house. Use your brain. Well, you're right about that.
And including a good threesome gone bad up next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
We have to do a little stunt here. We're going to try something. Chick McGee, we have a news story about a woman that
tried to steal a case of beer between her legs
in a grocery store in
Did you see that?
Zachary, Louisiana.
In Chick's defense, this is bigger than a case.
Now,
well, we have some Keystone Light there. And
Chick is putting on a...
it's a 30-pack.
It is a 30-pack.
I've noticed that. So that's six more than what she was trying to steal.
Well,
that is one great-looking dress, Chick.
Where'd you get that?
You know what you need? One of those magic turbans that the ladies would wear.
You mean the turby?
Is that what it was called?
It's called the turby, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have one of those at home. I could have brought it in for you.
Oh, look at you.
If you had that, you'd look like a chick has the moo-moo on.
Is that a...
A chick is removing his trousers because they were holding back on the...
a little too much. A little too much.
Too much.
Okay, so you're leaving your underpants on because that's kind of see-through. We don't want to scare anybody. All right.
Look at that. No, we don't scare anybody.
Do you want to try the 12-pack first of soda? Okay.
All right. Well, okay. Now you're nonchalantly walking through a convenience store.
Okay. You reach over, you cram the 12-pack between your legs.
And then you try
walking.
Oh.
No.
Oh, a little easier without the pants, isn't it, Chick? Yeah.
He's walking.
That's how she was walking.
Oh, I know. Look at that.
You're walking real slow, short steps.
Exactly what
Look like
for me today.
you look like you're trying to hold back some kind of bowel eruption.
Can I get the door for you, ma'am?
I'll have a little trouble.
I can see that.
Could
let
you
me help you out?
Thank you.
Once again,
You
this
look
is
a little like an old lady.
This is from Zachary,
now, how long
Louisiana.
could you? Well, that's
can't see the 12-pack.
That's a 12. See, you should have gone with the 12er.
A lovely day. Thank you.
Now, could you make
That's
it?
a magic
Could you make
trick.
it to your car? Do you think?
Wow.
Say there are no stairs. Say there are no stairs, and you can make it right to your car.
It's starting to chafe.
Is it?
Okay.
Well, you know what?
I'm starting to lose it a little bit.
Okay, I'll try removing the 12-pack. Let's try to go with the case.
All right. Oh.
Is the case of beer cold or is it
I'm not
warm?
stealing anything. Whoops. Well, that's interesting.
Hey, it looks like your water broke.
Okay, now, once again, we're trying to duplicate a robbery here.
Now, this is going to be a challenge because this actually is... That is heavier.
That's a 30 of
30
Keystone
pack
Light.
of Keystone
And
Light.
that's probably. Well, I'll bet it's darn close to
30 pounds.
30 shoving it between us. By the way, I need to say this: the moo is courtesy of Dean's Aunt Rosetta.
Aunt Rosetta. Wow.
A chick has bent over. He's cramming the 30-pack between his legs. Try walking.
I just saw that. Oh,
walk over to the microphone over there.
I can't. What else you want me to do?
You're doing okay.
Ow.
Oh, man. Yeah, see.
Can't do it. It's too
Okay.
It's too heavy. I think it's too wide.
You think you could do 24?
She had the narrow.
Yeah.
She had the 12-pack of cans.
The nice thing about the Keystone Light there, it's
more like a
30, big and wide.
like a cube.
6 heavier.
Yeah, well, of course it is.
You have to hand it to her, though, for not just grabbing a 6-pack and going for it. She went all the way.
Right.
By going for the 24 can pack.
I can't tell you how striking you are in that outfit.
Yes, you have to watch our TV show just to see it.
It smells womany?
Uh-huh.
Smells old.
Well, again. In the studio, comedian Doug Stanhope. I wanted to talk about something fairly mundane, actually, with Doug. You hate baseball. Am I correct?
Baseball players always they look like cops so much. They're so no, they're so joyless.
Are you out of your mind?
But no, you watch any other sport and they're happy and they're pumping up the crowd, they're high-fiving. And baseball guys, they just look so joyless and smug, and they just sit there in the dugout and they look like cops. You know how someone gets pulled over, they have no registration, and you need 9 officers, and they all stand around with their arms crossed and self-important looking. No joy in their face.
So what do you do during? Because I can tell you love.
I mean, I'll
so
bet
much.
on baseball because I think that's the only reason people watch it is because it's the only thing on in the summer. I hate the Yankees. That's the only reason I watch baseball is to hope the Yankees lose, and I guess that's probably a miserable. Just because they buy their team and their fans are so obnoxious. Like if you're gonna just be cheering in the stands, pick an underdog and have some character. If you have money on the game, it's different. That's like having stock in a company.
Yeah.
But if you're just gonna be a loudmouth, beer-fueled ass bag in the stands, pick the underdog. Rooting for the Yankees is like going to a casino and cheering for the house. You're already supposed to win. You're standing behind the blackjack table going, "Oh, dealer busted your ass, bitch. Oh, that's my dealer. I got my dealer jersey on."
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rearview mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody had ever made love to her sister. But I'm fine. She was just as bad. She used to brag, "I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand," and then she'd do it too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21.
There are water shortages in Nairobi after floods tore through a dam. Apparently, someone aggravated the god of irony. 5 ounces of crack cocaine were found in a toddler's diaper. Cops became suspicious when the combination of the two smells made the drug dog pee himself with excitement.
Yeah, dogs love diapers.
They do.
Corporate sponsors are finally signing up with the International Gay Rodeo Association. The odd thing about a gay rodeo, after the long weekend, you never know exactly why your ass is sore.
Really?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. This is Bob and Tom.
Come on up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk for a limited time, it's Kristi Lee.
Thanks, Chick.
Well, you're leaving early.
A little early today, yes.
All right. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
I'll go teach some youngins.
That explains why I wasn't asked. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Chick McGee, once again, is at his post, his base. It is the sports desk known as the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk. I mentioned that because we have a special thing going. You're shot at $1 million. The Bob and Tom Show Basketball Mayhem Contest. Also, this is really cool. You could win a Pop-A-Shot. The original Pop-A-Shot game. Wouldn't this be great in your living room? People come over. Hey, Give me the ball. Oh, that's so much fun. And also a Yeti cooler from Morant Insoles. Who wouldn't want to pop a shot in their basement? Come on.
Now I could see that in the basement. Yeah.
I mean, if you were a single guy, you could put it in the living room.
Sure.
Or a single gal, depending on your taste and decor. Be kind of fun to have right there. Not great if you're in the second floor of an apartment, at least for the people down below.
Oh, if you're going to do a lot of dribbling,
Yeah, don't you just maybe skip the dribbling.
Did you ever have a Nerf hoop when you were a kid?
Oh, of course.
Oh,
in the back of your
lay in your
door?
bed.
Yeah, but a Papa-Shot would just be so good. Anyway, you could win one. Once again, bobandtom.com/contest. We now move over to the news desk with Kristi Lee. What's happening?
4 late U.S. presidents are heading into outer space, sort of. The DNA of George Washington, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, and Ronald Reagan will be on board a spacecraft launching later this year. Houston-based memorial spaceflight company Celestis, Inc. says their historic Enterprise flight will carry what they believe is authenticated DNA from each of these former commanders-in-chief.
How do they know that?
The company calls the mission, quote, humanity's first deep space time capsule. How do they know that? Well, I don't know.
I mean, how do they know that it's real DNA?
That's why I think they say they believe it's authenticated DNA. They're not going to come out and...
I was reading the longer version of this, and it was saying that, because they have what you mentioned, Washington, Eisenhower, JFK, and Ronald Reagan. And they had Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
But the Petri dish fell off the table.
Oh, yeah.
And broke.
Klutz.
Yeah.
Actually, he was the most athletic of all our presidents.
And he played for the University of Michigan.
Yes, he was quite the footballer.
And Tom saw him skiing one time.
It says here that it comes from...
I used to do an impression of Gerald Ford.
He was a fine skier also.
What do you think?
Just said that.
That sounds okay.
I'm reading over here. Here we go.
I'm a fine skier.
The presidential hair samples. It's samples of hair from these presidents from the Louis Mushrow collection.
Not mushroom?
Nope, it's mushroom without the last 2 letters. Mushrow. I've never heard that name. And it's, as you said earlier, it's based on, quote, certificates of authenticity.
Yeah.
It was given to them for this deep space mission.
I do not like the idea of shooting DNA into space, where it's going to collide with some meteor that has some alien DNA. They're both going to, they're going to combine, and now we have some extraterrestrial threat. This is bad.
We are here to eat you. We are very hungry.
Ah, jeez.
It's the Kennedy alien.
It says... this guy was a well-known celebrity hair collector.
Freak.
He built a global reputation as the expert in the field of celebrity hair before he died in 2014. The hair samples have been in a climate-controlled facility for several years.
So
I heard.
Family's paying for that?
Does that matter?
Mm-hmm. It's in a vault, and it's right behind. It's right behind Roosevelt's mustache. It's in Mount Rushmore. They hired him.
Oh,
real sneaky about it.
Okay.
Good place. Who would look there?
Nicolas Cage would look there.
True.
Okay,
It's a national treasure.
It just seems completely weird to me. But
would you like to hear the top 5 presidents, popularity-wise, in the history of our country? Anybody want to guess number 1?
Kennedy. Lincoln.
Kennedy.
Abraham Lincoln. That's right.
Oh.
And number 2 is George Washington. Number 3 is FDR. Number 4 is TDR. And number 5 is Eisenhower.
Just based on...
based on what?
Well, now, shut up. This is a survey participant from C-SPAN, so I'm guessing your House of Representatives, your Senate...
How do they know? They weren't alive when Lincoln was president.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, if you had to be alive to participate in the survey, it's going to be really tough getting people to comply.
Right.
I see a lot of noise coming out from the top of your body.
Don't worry, I'm leaving soon.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that.
Okay, we have a very rare personal message.
Oh.
Hey, Letitia says, tell Albert he forgot his phone. Thanks.
Albert, you forgot your phone.
Sorry, Albert. Turn around, go home.
Let's just turn this show into that. People send us reminders for their wives and husbands and children.
If you need to get a hold of anybody, give us a call.
Sure.
What were you saying about the butt house? What was that?
No, let's not revisit that, please.
No, I was. We were talking about the fact that was it Kristi who said the Pope apparently wants to loosen the celibacy rule for priests.
He's kind of opened it up by stating that
that'd be helpful. That'd help with their recruiting,
and the rectory would be renamed.
Well, that seems to be an unfortunate name. I'm just saying for whatever context you want to go with.
He says the ban on priests having sex is temporary, opening the door.
So just a couple thousand years.
Yeah, it's 1,000 years old.
House. I said, no, they were going to rename the rectory.
The rectory. Now it's up. The house.
Cow. I was just saying the name rectory is unfortunate. They should have gone with something.
No girls allowed in the house.
Now, would they be opening it up to marriage?
Can't sit down.
Heterosexual and homosexual?
Let's not be silly.
How about the sanatorium?
Let's be accurate.
The sanatorium.
Okay,
A little on the nose.
Got a hat on a hat?
I blame myself. I'm so sorry. I'll go to reconciliation. Where's my cup?
Change religions. You can do that.
No.
How about a Muslim? Be a Muslim.
Buddha. Anyway, so presidential DNA heading for space.
Yep.
And I guess this company has sent more than 200 people or parts of their remains to outer space.
I'm going to send my wiener to space when I die.
Yeah?
That's right.
Okay.
In nothing. In no container, just floating around.
How are you going to get it there?
This company.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's quite pricey, even for small objects.
You know, there's a formula, X and speed and Y and gravity, to have it get out of our atmosphere. Have the load be affected by our gravity. So have you given that any sort of attention?
Well, how about it's at least in like one of those pneumatic tube holders at banks?
Oh, yeah.
Because then it's clear and you can see what's what the hell's in it? Oh, it's a wiener.
Do people still interact with people at banks?
I do.
Yeah.
I love my bank.
Well, but you write letters too. So.
What were you doing at the bank, Ace?
Depositing a check.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I think it's just old people and robbers now going in.
Did you have a mask on?
No.
Okay.
They pay you to go into the bank now.
What?
Yeah, I get a fee. Every time I go to the bank and do it in person, I get like $2 or something. They put it in my checking account. Yeah.
I don't like the new security features where you have to stand and then be buzzed in.
Oh, I don't have that at my bank.
Next time you go to, whenever you go,
it may only happen when they.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why. I was when I asked about the mask, I was hoping for.
I like the record to show that I was trying to get past it.
By the way, okay, this company that does that is sending the presidential hair into space, the DNA,
celestial, whatever.
It says it will also contain DNA and cremated remains of more than 200 individuals, including Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry. And the show's original cast members, Ms. Nichols, Mr. Doohan, and DeForest Kelley. So they'll all be literally going into space, or their earthly remains, a portion thereof. Very interesting. Coming up in the news, Kristi, what have we got over there?
We have a threesome gone bad. We'll talk about that coming up.
I almost met DeForest Kelley.
Really?
Yeah, we were at like this. It was Arbor Day, and it was a big celebration.
Can I write down the punchline?
Yes, you can write down.
I'm going to guess it too.
And everybody
let him go.
Everyone had planted all these wonderful
trees.
Yeah, I got it. And he was walking around in there somewhere, but I couldn't see the forest for the trees.
There you go.
Right there. I love that joke. That is very
I love that joke.
Now, we have coming up a threesome gone wrong. We can't even read the words, some of the words in the police report.
Yeah.
But one of them is a stanky. That is very, very humorous. Also, there's a major city, one of the major cities in the world is now going to allow topless men and women at the public pools. We'll find out about that. And the latest TikTok food trend.
And you know what gets stanky?
What?
Chick.
What?
What area of a building might get stanky? It's the
old basement.
But how?
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
But how?
We tried.
I'm
trying
sorry.
to lasso that in.
Nope, I was not paying attention.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
So we have invited Leslie and Lindsay, two beautiful young women, to volunteer to get a tan. And I believe Leslie, is Leslie ready to come? Oh, okay, here we go. Leslie is, how can I word this? It appears that you have not been in the sun at all.
I'm fair-skinned.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but you have virtually no tan lines.
No, I haven't been in the sun in a couple
No
weeks.
swimming, no, okay. Very light complected with dark hair. So, Leslie, this is a semi-personal question. When you go on a regular basis, do you go with the bikini on, or do you go
I do not. I wear the paper panties.
Paper panties.
Disgusting.
Okay.
So everybody likes the no tan line look, huh?
It's like a
She
map.
has a tan line. It's just not up top.
I'm a tan line fan. But now,
noted.
Now, presumably, then you're going to have a tan line now.
You know, even she's caught on to you.
Yeah.
Even Angie, our guest.
Even our guests are like, yeah,
noted.
whatever,
Move on.
Tom,
Let's bring in Tim Kavanaugh.
Lindsay is another gorgeous woman. Step right up there, Lindsay.
Come on in. To my office.
She's
wearing a Bob and Tom bikini.
Is that me on your breast?
A Bob and Tom bikini with Bob and Tom on her buttocks. Who is the genius?
I don't know, but
How is she going to get more tan?
she's slightly tan.
she does
now.
have some tan.
So what are you going to do?
Pretty tan.
So what do you do to Lindsay when you're already a little bit tan?
It's just going to enhance her color.
Okay.
It's just going to make her even tanner.
Again, but once more, onboard flight computers halted the countdown, this time with 45 seconds remaining. Wednesday's launch attempt also got down to the final minute. And a gory story coming out of Texas. Authorities are investigating what led a man to fatally shoot himself just before deputies entered his home and found he'd been living with a corpse for months. Neighbors alerted the sheriff's office Saturday that they had been concerned because they have not seen their neighbor in months. At the scene, deputies noted flies and a bad odor. After entering the home, they heard a gunshot and found the body of a man who had fatally shot himself. In another room, deputies found the decomposing body of another man. Once again, this is near Houston, Texas. And that's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
loads of curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
loads of curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Are odors in your home a constant problem? Do you live with a smoker, have pets, or simply have annoying kitchen cooking odors that just won't go away? Do you ever hear comments like this?
Gee, Janet, I never thought of fertilizing houseplants with cow dung.
Or has a house guest ever said,
Great room freshener, Bill. What do you call it? Early American locker room?
You've tried carpet deodorizers, spray mist, incense, stick-up fragrance dispensers, and even plug-in devices that temporarily mask the smells in your home. Nothing seems to work. That's why Home Products Incorporated, a division of Frigamall Industries, is proud to announce its latest innovation, Le Clip. With Le Clip, foul-smelling odors seem to miraculously disappear. Simply put Le Clip over your nose and the nose of visitors to your home and see what a difference it can make.
Hiya, Mary. How you been? Wonderful, Janet. Hey, your house smells great.
See how easy? If you pick up Le Clip today, and if you're not delighted with the results, we'll send your money back. Le Clip, by the same company that brought you Le Blindfold, the product that makes messy, cluttered homes look more neat and organized.
Gosh, honey, the house has never looked better.
Le Blindfold and Le Clip.
Pick yours up today.
Okay.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee and her Almighty Isis amulet on her necklace.
That's
there.
with me.
There's Pat Godwin. Hello. There's Josh Arnold, was it?
Oh, that's right, sir. And I'd appreciate it if you would.
Mr. Arnold?
Thank you.
And if you have a son, will you name him
Arnold.
Arnold. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Chilling.
All right?
Yeah, hanging.
I like that hoodie.
Thank you. I like this a lot. It's Lululemon, cozy head to toe, baby.
Have you seen the Chris Rock special yet on Netflix?
Oh,
It talks about
nice.
Lululemon. You need to watch it.
I'll check it out.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We have Chick McGee, of course, at his post, the Orange Insoles Sports Desk. I mention it because we've hooked up with Orange Insoles with our special bracket competition. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Let's see, there's $1 million at stake. Also, the original Papa Shot game. How would you like one of those for your place? You could win one and a Yeti cooler from Orange Insoles. Details, once again, bobandtom.com. Excuse me, bobandtom.com/contest. Kristi Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
Authorities in Florida, of course, arrested 2 women and a man after a threesome went awry.
Uh-oh.
According to the reports, officers were called to a home in the Florida Keys.
Wait a minute. What's the three-way? Two
women
girls?
and a guy.
Wasn't the devil's
No,
three-way?
it wasn't the devil's three-way. The occupants, Steve Lopez and Angela Vasquez, told police they were in an open relationship and had invited Delilah Draper over to have sexual intercourse.
All right.
Lopez and Vasquez said they were having sex when Draper became extremely disrespectful, prompting the couple to request that she leave.
So Draper was the invited third? Okay.
According to Ms. Draper, the couple, quote, tried to dominate her sexually inside the house. She said that she told Stephen he had there's a slang for small male member inserted here, a little, and that his wife had an odoriferous front naughty.
Oh, no. Well, she didn't say it quite that way.
No, she said a stank.
Stanky.
You know, though, there's nothing worse. Okay.
A physical.
Can you imagine telling that to the police?
No.
Well, the problem, officer,
I got
is
that.
the stanky room.
Let us remove these cuffs.
You should have said something. Let him go. Yeah.
A physical confrontation ensued while Lopez was charged with a felony for allegedly throwing a cinder block at Draper's car.
Yeah, that is not nice.
And Vasquez was charged for allegedly hitting Ms. Draper. Draper herself was not charged in connection with the threesome incident. She was, however, arrested 2 days later for aggravated battery after she allegedly hit another sexual partner in the face with a glass vase partially filled with rocks.
No kidding?
Man,
what
she-
so she's
hell?
well,
Maybe
she may
she's
be the
a
problem
paid
here.
professional.
I don't know.
Wow.
Boy.
Yikes.
No, I don't think a paid professional would act this way.
You don't?
You're paid. You're professional.
That's true. Good point. She's just paid.
Bat.
I mean,
that reminds me of a song.
A girl went to a place with a dude and his missus. That's right. They wanted a menage a trois and lots of French kisses.
Oh.
But the dude was so tiny and the missus was stanky. Ooh, good threesome gone bad.
Yeah.
Good threesome. Good threesome gone bad. Want a little verse there for you?
Oh, that's nice, Pat. Thank you very much. I just love the fact that the word stanky.
You love saying that. Don't you?
You like stanky, don't you?
Look at him.
Have you ever used the term, put some stank on it? Stuff like that?
No.
Not.
How about give it some flavor?
Oh.
No?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
We can't use the term that she used on the radio.
No, we cannot.
But it was the sequel to that movie Octopussy.
Oh, thank you.
Did she use stanky and then the
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To the police. The problem officer was the stank.
Not to mention his little.
That is something. We have been having a technical problem here for a couple of years.
You don't have to yawn and talk at the same time. You can kind of separate that action. There's a lot of people in the room that can
the
talk.
daylight time thing.
You really are. Despite what's been going on here for 40 years, you're ill-equipped to be on the radio. You are. Absolutely. You're just like a mess. I mean,
idea.
Yeah, you got no idea what's
Very
going on.
tired, very sleepy.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Mike Mark's not here, so I can't send anybody out for coffee.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That damn guy, when he misses a day, this whole place goes to hell.
I know, right?
I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, the
I'll
point
get
is,
coffee.
we've been having a technical issue because, as you know, coming up, we have a news story about vinyl records versus CDs.
You can do it right now if you'd like.
Versus, well, just give me the teaser. You don't have to give me the
The
whole.
sale of vinyl albums overtakes CDs for the first time.
Oh, okay.
A lot of hipsters
Since the
buying that
late
vinyl.
80s.
But the point is, certain artists have not released their catalog. Thank you, on CD or streaming, whatever.
Unbelievable.
I know.
The
Here
most
we
famous
go.
of those, the most famous of those, of course, is
Buckle
Tom
in.
Jones, and Tom Jones is actually going.
I'm sorry, who is this again?
Tom Jones.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And it's quite unusual for
He was very,
an artist not to have it. But we've been trying to play the single version of the song "What's New Pussycat," and it has not been working
for years.
Yeah, and because all we have is that crappy old vinyl record. And I had Eddie do a little research, and Eddie has brought me, as you can see, Tom Jones' greatest hits on vinyl. So I thought we'd get away from this, but the album, we could play something other than What's New Pussycat.
Oh, we're going to pick another song.
So we're going to play one of Tom Jones's other big hits in honor of his tour. He's going on tour in the United States.
Yeah.
And I thought we'd play a little bit of this so you can get a feel for Mr. Jones. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Willie, but
just play it.
I think you'll enjoy this very much. And here it is. Now you can hear that cue burn there at the beginning because it's on
still
vinyl. Here we go.
yeah.
That's a big pussy.
That is.
One right to
I jumped halfway through the side of the album.
Wow, you can see the tone arm. The tone arm just skittered across.
Kristi, you're right. The tone arm leapt up. The album flipped itself.
Went to another album. I'm sorry.
That is a rough record.
For those of you not familiar with vinyl records, that tone arm hovers above the vinyl. It's quite an interesting technology. And
I don't get it. I don't get it going to vinyl. I don't get it. I've tried it 3 or 4 times.
Really?
I've got a new turntable sitting in the floor, unopened.
It's a hipster.
It's a pain in the ass to put vinyl on it. You got to wait.
Let's try it again. Now, the traditional way to fix this, of course, Nace will back me up in this, is you put a quarter on the tip of the tone arm there where the cartridge is.
Some weight, yeah.
Put some weight on the
so it doesn't
needle.
Bounce around.
So it won't bounce around. Let's try this one more time.
Pussy lips. Pussy.
Well, that keeps skipping.
Well, somebody needs to fix that.
I have told Eddie. Eddie has got to fix this turntable.
My goodness.
We don't use the turntable very often here at the radio station anymore.
Oh, man.
That was something.
That really scratched.
Skips all the way across there. That's Mr. Jones' greatest hits.
Isn't that something?
Maybe he'll release them on CD someday.
That's a mess.
I'm going to get a heartfelt letter from someone saying they are available.
You're going to get a letter.
That'll be very nice. Now, Kristi is off to teach some younger folks about the world of radio.
Shape young minds.
Yeah.
That's what she's telling us.
So Jess is going to come in here and do the rest of the show with you.
And then I kind of like your hipster necklace you got going there. Did you pick that out specially for today?
No, I just kind of grabbed what
She's worn it before.
Yeah, I've worn it before.
About 100,
I mean, you had to be thinking to yourself, I'm going to be standing in front of some college students. I should have a certain type of presentation.
They're high school students. First of all. And honestly, I did not. This is what I wore last evening. I was just laying there.
If I can get you a hat with one flower coming up and the balloon pointing toward whoever you're talking to, will you wear that the next time you go and speak to the students?
Yes, of course.
And Kristi has promised at today's high school sort of assembly and presentation to take one of the high school boys and turn him into a man.
No,
and I think that's really generous of you. It's very generous.
Kristi, some of the kids are 18 when they're seniors,
I forgot my vape this morning. Can you see if any of them have a little vape I can hit later on? A Juul, maybe? Just see if they got one in their binder.
Are you giving a lecture, or are you just doing questions and answers?
I'm doing a quick little lecture, and then they get to do Q&A. Then they'll do a Q&A.
What's the theme of your lecture? Don't do this.
Broads in broadcasting. It's very progressive.
The theme is a career in radio. Is the theme.
Are you getting paid?
No, of course not.
Oh, what the hell are you doing?
Well, that's mistake number one.
You get paid to sit here. You don't get paid to talk to kids.
Get the check.
I'm trying to inspire people. I'm trying to help.
You know, you inspire me every day.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
What a load of...
Kristi, if the kids need advice getting into radio, my big three, I would say, read the news every day.
Yeah.
Make sure to stay well informed. And number three, make sure Tom Griswold's your dad. It's a really good thing to get you into radio. Just send him an email, see if he'll adopt you.
Yeah, Nepo babies are the way to go.
Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by a group of folks that are happy to sponsor coming up the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. And Josh is our man when it comes to steaks. Omaha steaks. Tell me more, Josh.
I'd be happy to. Spring is in the air, and that can only mean one thing. It's grilling season, my friends. Now is the perfect time to discover something new at Omaha Steaks. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to spring into something delicious with their semi-annual sale. With 50% off site-wide, that's half off everything, folks. Grab all your favorites like perfectly aged tender steaks, ocean-fresh seafood, juicy burgers, incredible air-chilled chicken, and decadent desserts like those caramel apple tartlets. Plus, when you go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. Now, they're called Omaha Steaks, but they could very easily be called Omaha Jumbo Franks. That's right, because those, I don't like to call them hot dogs. They are so much more than that. They are one of the best items you can get at omahasteaks.com. They plump up just wonderfully, and the flavor truly is amazing. It's the perfect way to get fired up and spring into something special with the quality and convenience of Omaha Steaks. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout and take advantage of this deal. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship your order right away, and you're going to want to hurry. Why? Well, because 50% off site-wide is only happening for a limited time. Don't miss your chance to save. That's omahasteaks.com, code BTS at checkout. And get an additional $30 off when you shop their semi-annual sale today. Minimum order may be required, but that won't be a problem. You're going to want it all.
Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you, Omaha Steaks. Coming up, of course, the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. And a major city has gone topless this summer for all their pools. Really? And we have a topless maid service. We'll find out about that. It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All day, all night. All Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, we have a request. Kristi, do you feel like doing a little something over there? Something like what? Well, we have a request for Kristi does the thing she does on occasion on stage with Henry Phillips. And
I see.
They are going to be working together.
Oh,
I don't know.
We were going to use that as a tease to get people to Wiley's on Saturday to see the big.
Well,
the
big show.
The big
that'd be nice, but
duet.
there are a lot of people who can't make it.
Didn't we hear a new version of the? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Did you guys ever?
Yeah, we did get that.
Oh, cool.
We played that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we? Can you do the original? Do you know?
That's the more politically correct version.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever guys tried this on the air here?
Have we? Yeah, I think we have. I don't know. Gosh, Henry, it's been so long since I've seen you, and I just thought that would be great to kind of maybe sit here and talk about some things like the weather. Have you noticed how hot it's gotten? Oh my God, and the humidity.
She's talking again.
I have some friends that have shown
really
up
bugging
at
me.
the
She's
beach
talking again.
wearing the most ungodly
It's
outfits.
so embarrassing. I look at my friend.
I don't know what women are thinking.
I think
these
she's
days.
psycho because she's talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and
that's great,
talking.
but you know, at least make sure your surgeon gets your nipples in the right place, because I hate it when they skew left. God, what is that all about? You would think.
She's talking again. I need a cigarette. She's talking
And
again.
there's the other
I
girl
wish
who
we
wore the
never
double
met. She's
midget the
talking
other day. Oh,
again.
God, the scar she
She's like a
had.
TV set. She's talking and talking and talking. I'm gonna go insane.
That cellulite was something everybody.
I'm in
has, so
horrific
why
pain.
would you even do that to yourself? And then
I think she's on cocaine.
Scars, your stomach looks like a battleground.
Maybe I
now.
need
It's
some
not
because she's
attractive.
talking and talking
Oh, my
and
God.
talking and talking.
And I'll tell you what, if she
I
wears that
don't
bathing
care
suit
about
one
a
more
word
time, I
you
am gonna
say.
have to-
You
I don't know.
already told that stupid
Strap her to
story
her
anyway.
rooms.
I'm gonna get a 38 and blow myself away because you're talking.
You look at yourself in the mirror and go, this is as good as I am ever going to look. Oh, my God. And to go out in public like that? What is she thinking? I was at a black tie event
She's
the other night.
talking
Henry,
again.
and the girl had
It's
on
really
this dress.
bugging me. She's talking
Her husband's
again.
in a beautiful
It's
tuxedo.
so embarrassing.
She
I look
has
at
on
my
this
friends.
Unbelievably
I
low
think
cut
she's
dress.
psycho because she's
I
talking
couldn't
and
believe
talking.
it. Here we are trying to raise money for a charity, and her breasts are hanging out.
She's talking again.
Oh my God, she's 55 years old. Come
She's
on,
talking
lady.
again.
Press your age. What are you trying to prove?
She's talking
we all
again.
know that once you start drinking, you're going to hit on your husband's best friend, and that is not
She's
attractive.
talking again.
Yeah, right.
See what you miss when you're gone for just a couple of months, hon?
Wow. Kristi Lee, along with Henry Phillips. I heard something about nipples the wrong way and
Have you
breasts
ever
hanging
seen
out.
that?
Skewing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Sometimes they put them back, they're not exactly
Okay, thank you.
lined up.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Marty Feldman nipples.
Is that what they call it in the textbooks?
I
for the
think so.
plastic surgeon?
I'm a huge fan of his. You have to understand. So anything is surreal. But let me tell you,
Monday Night Football.
You haven't
Shatner.
You haven't lived till you've seen William Shatner staring at the TV screen in the crunch of a Monday Night Football moment and see Captain Kirk say, "Stick 'em." It really is a surreal moment.
Man.
Jeff Rothpan, so you're in airplanes all the time.
You ever got the pilot who talks the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
And he thinks he's like a radio guy. He thinks, hey, everybody, is there your captain here in the cockpit? Like, where else is he going to be, in the bathroom? Of course he's in that cockpit. And they're always telling us how many feet we're going up. I never understood that. Why are they telling us how many feet we're flying up? Because I'm a passenger, and he's busy going on about, hey, we're going to be at altitude, 36,000 feet. Hey, I'm a passenger. Just go above the mountains and the trees. That's all I know.
That's all I need.
That's all I know. Go high. What do I care? I'm not writing this down. 33 or 36,000. Who the hell cares? What did he say?
John Joseph is our guest.
Try to figure out the words. Nobody. Dylan. Do you know the words to Dylan songs?
Not one of them.
Here's every song ever written by Bob Dylan. Did I get them all? Did I miss any?
You got him.
Holy mackerel, Andy. Is that really his voice?
I think it is.
Come on. You think when Bob Dylan was in kindergarten class, he was saying stuff like, he took my glue?
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm leaving in 10 minutes. Don't
There's
look at me
Kristi.
like that.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Chick. There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Chick McGee, of course, at his post, the orangeinsoles.com sports desk. I'll remind you, get on board the contest, bobandtom.com/contest. You could win a Pop-A-Shot. Oh, there's also that $1 million at stake. Oh, we're talking about bracketology, ladies and gentlemen. Also at stake, a Yeti cooler from Orange Insoles.
I didn't think you like that word, bracketology. Bracketology.
Is that a made-up word?
Yeah, probably.
I would think it would have to be, yeah.
All words are made up, though, right?
True.
There you go.
But you know what I mean, like a... Never mind.
Yeah, but we just need your bracket, that's all. And your shot at winning a Pop-A-Shot, which would be very, very cool. In the meantime, we go over that way to Kristi Lee at the news desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, ESPN wife reports this story.
What?
ESPN WIFE is what it says. Miss Sammy is a Tampa, Florida woman who works as a topless maid. She says she cleans 5 houses a day at $300 an hour plus tips. To make sure nothing goes wrong, she employs a security guard who waits outside in the car. She says she'll break it all down in a daily intake of about $1,430 a day.
Good for her. Wow.
I know, right?
I bet it's hardly ever for an hour. Probably, 15 minutes, I would think.
She's cleaning houses, Chick.
It says here, she only cleans for single men.
Well.
And not single women or women who have lost their husbands. She doesn't do widows.
Oh, I don't do widows.
I don't do widows.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That has always bothered me.
What?
I don't do windows. Really? Okay, fine. Never got
How often do you clean your windows?
Me
Twice a
all the
year?
time. I like cleaning my windows. Like I've been cleaning them.
Of course you do, because you're
clean
insane.
your windows all the time?
Sure, like I've been cleaning windows.
A service comes twice a year. They do it in the
That's
spring.
how
and the
nice for
fall.
you.
I'm a perv, but I would not care for this. A topless. I'm uncomfortable with just a regular housekeeper in my.
Right?
Like, I don't like.
I'm not even there. I don't like to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You sit in the parking lot until they leave. Sure.
And they're very wonderful
Would you
people.
want to see Alice from the Brady Bunch topless cleaning up?
I bet you.
You know what? We don't know what she's got underneath that little outfit.
Alice has a killer body.
You think she was stacked? You think Sam the Butcher really knew what?
An ass you could set your drink on? You damn right.
She kept it tight. She always kept it
Damn
tight.
right.
But your point, Josh, I think is well taken. Be extraordinarily uncomfortable.
God, what do you do? Just sit there on the couch while she vacuums with her boobs hanging out?
I guess.
Actually, now that
You want to rethink this?
I may have talked myself into it.
Yeah. But I mean, are these gentlemen just?
What does she look like?
Are they filming this, or are they actively?
Is she allowed to film? Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, exactly. What do you just leer while she's cleaning? Yeah. Clean that dress.
Are you allowed to
spot?
Dust, baby, dust.
have at yourself? I guess.
I doubt it.
Oh,
really?
You might want to hang out of that rag. You're going to need it in about 30 seconds.
All right.
The whole thing is just weird.
It sounds like if she has security that they don't allow any,
Yeah, clean the tub. I mean, it's a weird thing.
Oh, she's cute, Josh.
Let's see.
Is the
all right? She's very sexy, but not much going on up there.
Oh, you mean on the top?
Right.
Josh, if you employ this topless maid service and you just got this brand new laundry detergent, the old one made you itch, you're allergic to it, you got this new detergent, and she washes it in the old detergent, do you say anything to her? Do you complain about the detergent? Or do you just go, you know what, this is a great treat. I got to stare at you.
Actually, that picture shows them off better.
Yeah, she's got a push-up bra on.
I can't imagine any guys would complain about her.
What's her name?
You know, hey,
Miss Sammy.
You didn't really get under the stove.
Exactly, yeah. You don't say you missed a spot. You just do it yourself and you enjoy the view.
Yeah, I don't. It's not for me, but that's a weird thing.
Wow.
But good for her. I love that she's making that much money.
She's got a contract that you have to sign. You can't lock the doors while she's inside.
Good. I mean, she's got to. In fact, I think the security guard should be inside the house.
Right.
Well, that's going to kill the guy's buzz.
Well, hey, you want a topless maid or not?
hey, try not to walk next to Spike. It's killing my buzz.
Then he can sit there and do a crossword.
You talk sports with him. Think the Pacers have a shot this year?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there she is. Look at her boobs. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, she does 5 houses for 1 hour a day. So
I don't know. She looks a little equine in these.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she pays her security guy $800 a day. So,
whoa!
Yeah.
What? That's great.
And then she has enough time the rest of the day to finish third at Churchill Downs.
Nice. You're not very nice.
What? You know what? You're not very nice.
I know.
This girl's working hard.
I question all of these numbers, frankly.
I kind of don't.
You question all numbers.
$300 an hour.
Okay, she had typical day, $300 an hour. The first house, a $150 tip.
Yeah.
$300 the second house, $120 tip.
That's a big tip.
Those are big tips. That's ridiculous.
She at each house, it was either $150 to $200.
Wait a minute. The guy providing security, he gets $800.
I just said that.
That's amazing. I don't listen to the things you said.
That's a nice pay.
$800 for security, Tom.
I know.
That's a big week for him.
I might. You and me, we could run security for the stripper house cleaner.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cut to us asleep in the car.
Phones vibrating.
Thank you, Kristi.
Isn't there a movie like that? Die Hard or one of those?
Die Hard.
Somebody where there's a guy waiting in the limo and he's
sure.
Yeah, not paying attention.
Isn't there a movie where a guy's waiting in a limo in a parking garage?
I could just kick you in the balls right now.
We have
God.
You feeling froggy?
Yeah.
Let's jump.
Okay, Eddie's polishing up this.
Again?
He's fixing up this. Well, can we get to the story about vinyl albums so we can explain this to Willie?
Yes.
Don't drag me into your radio tricks. I'm tired of being a party.
It's making me laugh very hard. You play along, young man.
Yes, okay, Uncle Chick, I got this.
Sale of vinyl albums overtook CDs for the first time since the late 1980s. In 2022, vinyl albums earned $1.2 billion.
Whoa!
Compared to $483 million for CDs.
Those are still pretty good numbers for both.
Ars Technica notes that the growth in vinyl sales was enough to offset a drop in CD revenue for an overall growth in physical media revenue, which climbed 4% over 2021. At 84% in 2022, streaming services, though, still account for the vast majority of all music revenue, which we all are not surprised by.
Yeah, 84% of it is not vinyl or
CD.
I don't know what percentage is cassettes. You know, there's someone out there that has 800 cassettes, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Well, of course.
Collection.
How many cassettes you have, Ace? You've got the video cassettes, I know, but any audio like that?
Yeah, I have audio. Probably 20, 30.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
I probably have a couple hundred.
Oh, still?
Still?
Yeah.
I had a couple hundred 8-tracks at one time.
Wow.
Until I picked a girlfriend up at her. I went into the restaurant and said, hey, you ready to go? And I go back out, and the guy stole all my 8-tracks out of my car.
Well, what the
Didn't you have the home 8-track maker?
Yes, it was made by the, they're the workhorse of the industry. I'm sure you've heard of them. They're still around. Invicta, the 8-track player, recorder. There was an FM tuner, an AM/FM tuner in there.
So you could borrow a friend's album.
And put it right on
to 8-track tape.
8-track, that's right. The only thing that would be a problem is when you hit the track change and right in the middle of the song, it would go clunk, clunk. Other than that, it was cutting-edge technology, Tom.
You know, those were big. What, late 70s primarily? Early late 70s?
I had mine in the late 70s, yeah.
But the vinyl thing, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, they take up a lot of space. They're very fragile.
If you want to listen to an album, you got to, plan the day.
But it's kind of a hipster thing. Do you think, are there such a thing as CD hipsters?
Sure, I'm sure. Maybe.
I probably have 100 CDs.
Oh, I got a ton.
I just won't. Well, I used to have way more, but that I just will never get rid of.
Now, will laser discs ever make a comeback?
Well, they there's definitely a market for them because a lot of them have special features that never made it to DVD and Blu-ray.
Really?
Yeah, they have really rare, there's some really rare Laserdisc material out there.
Ex-mother-in-law still has a Laserdisc because she worked at RCA at the time, and that was one of the gifts they gave employees.
And those were movies on disc from what, the 70s?
Yeah.
Early 80s?
Mm-hmm.
There's also a big VHS collector crowd.
Ace?
Ace is the VHS collector.
Oh, dude, Ace has told me about some of his. He's sitting on a gold mine.
You have them still unopened, right? Don't you?
Yeah.
Some of
He's
them?
got the cellophane wrapped Disney clamshells.
No.
He's got.
Yeah, those are worth something.
I will be robbing your house.
Yeah, I'm looking on eBay right now, and there's Beauty and the Beast, $27,000, Aladdin, $2,000, Little Mermaid, $5,000. You might have a lot of money in there, man.
That's the video cassette.
Yeah, and in the tape with the clamshell. Is that what they call them?
And the diamond. There's a certain diamond collection Disney that Ace said he has. So his address is 159.
Will everything come back? I mean, are pagers going to be making a big comeback?
No.
I used to love having a pager.
I never had one.
Really?
Why did you have a pager?
When I was working, I was like 16 or 17, and I had one, and friends would want to get a hold of me, and my parents would want to get a hold of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was awesome. When the girl you liked would page you, and you'd look down and see your number.
I've never.
No
did you have a
feeling like
pager, Chick? You did.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Was there a message on it? Was it the kind of pager that would?
I did not have that. No.
Just would say who was
It was
calling.
just like, oh, she
It was just the number. Yeah. Just the phone number.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Well, and in any event, vinyl is back in a big way, once again overtaking CD sales. This says, as you mentioned, in 2022, vinyl albums grossed more than $1.2 billion. And speaking of vinyl, once again, we have taken the time and trouble to get the greatest hits of Tom Jones, the fine pop singer, who's once again, he's a man of advanced years, but he's going back out on tour.
All right.
And we only have the vinyl, and we were constantly trying to play What's New Pussycat, but it's been very unsuccessful. We keep skipping our single version. So we have the greatest hits album that begins with, I think, one of his biggest hits, It's Not Unusual. I'm going to try to play it on the record. Let's see how it goes. Hear the static. A good scratchy record.
It's not unusual to be loved. Pussy, pussy, pussy. I love pussy, pussy,
Get picked.
pussy, 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 pussy.
Tom, please.
Let me try it again here.
Go.
Yeah. All right.
It's not unusual. Pussy, 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 pussy.
It's just. This is why I don't like vinyl. It just skips all the time. I'm so sorry. You have my sincere
You're not laughing
apologies.
at that, seriously. What's wrong with you? Just run out in traffic.
What's New Pussycat, you see.
Yeah.
Big hit for Tom Jones.
Yeah.
Penned, I believe, by the late Burt Bacharach. Now, I'll do a quick quiz here. Oh, Kristi just got out of her chair. She's got to go teach a class, apparently. But I can answer this question for you. Kristi Lee, what is your sleep number bed setting? And she's going to say 40.
That's right.
Which is a nice soft mattress. Chick McGee, what is your sleep number setting?
100, Tom. Now, let me tell you, the sleep number bed at 100 is a very firm mattress, and it stays firm, unlike conventional mattresses that start to sag after I've been. You'd sag if I laid on top of you and slept, right?
Now, this is a simple, a very simple idea that has been perfectly executed by the folks at Sleep Number, because 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness. The Sleep Number bed lets you adjust the firmness when you get back to your house. In fact, you can change it any given time just by touching a button. You thought you liked it this way. It turns out you actually like it that way. That's okay. Press the button and get to the place you want to be. Partner snoring, Sleep Number even has a solution for that. The Flex Fit Smart Adjustable Base. You can gently raise your partner's head at the touch of a button, and that may help alleviate snoring issues. Choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. Why? Because you want to be in your best every day, and to be at your best, you need proven quality sleep every night. Now it's Sleep Number's lowest price ever. Save $1,200 on the Sleep Number 360 i10 Smart Bed. Plus, special financing is available for a limited time, subject to credit approval, only at Sleep Number stores. You'll find them at sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up, we have dragon fruit in the world of the news, and of course, it involves TikTok. And would you pay? Well, I'll put it this way. What would you do to not pay taxes? We'll find out how this relates to prison when when I come back with these guys. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Let's try Trouble Train. I'll sing and play guitar live.
All right.
And the big band, of course, is on Memorex.
Okay.
And let's try it. What the heck?
All right.
a.m. live in our studios.
Now here's your host, Oliver Lang.
Okay, let's see. Lyrics are kind of hard to understand here. I'm just reading them off the album cover. 3 guys are trapped in a mine. Let's see, Joe was looking at Tim. Oh, what the f***? They ate him! Oh my God! Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
This has been Oliver's Cliff Notes Hits of the 70s.
Okay.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom.
Downtown at Nevermore.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
Hello. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. He's over there manning the ones and the twos. Isn't that what they say, Willie? Right?
Oh, yeah, the DJs, baby.
DJ. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
There's Willie Griswold.
Yo, yo, yo.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's the gentleman who has access to the Tom Jones vinyl records.
Oh, well, now, are you familiar with
Griswold.
Tom Jones' work, Jess?
Yes, strictly because I work here. Yes,
Okay.
that's the only
He was very famous in the 60s. He had a TV show. And
He did.
He's of a Welsh heritage, a pop singer, really. Had a couple huge hits. He had a James Bond song. He did Ace, Thunderball.
Thunderball, the best. He didn't really...
Didn't he have a huge thing, too? Tom Annis Jones?
I had always heard that
he put a sock.
Yeah, that it was
really?
stuffed.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I heard it was real.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
He would wear very tight pants.
Yeah.
Yes. The room, and then so he was the one famous for women throwing their hotel room keys on the stage. And that whole thing.
But he didn't really rock out. I mean, they're
very poppy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we have a request here from Anthony.
Tony.
Anthony writes, could you please play the Tom Jones song, It's Not Unusual?
Oh, okay.
I certainly enjoy it, but I know that you guys are having trouble with your turntable. Now, as you can see, Jess, I have a turntable over here, old-fashioned technology, and the vinyl record. And there are only a handful of artists that have yet to release their material in some digital format, a streaming or a CD, for example. But Mr. Jones is very old school, and so we've been having a problem playing the What's New Pussycat single, as you may or may not have heard. However, we have the album here, and I thought I would stay away from the What's New Pussycat because that's been causing so many problems. Therefore, we have the, as you can hear, I'm going to play this is those big hits, nice horn section. You can kind of hear the scratchiness of the vinyl.
It's not unusual to be pussy, pussy, pussy. I love pussy, 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 pussy.
As you can see, it's
wow.
Yeah.
It's getting worse and worse.
Anthony, thanks for the request, sir.
Is there any chance that happened in 1971 or whatever at some
60s.
radio station? Yeah. And well, I'm just saying that's how aged the album was at the time, and there was a radio station,
a dark limousine
general manager driving down the road, and that happened. Oh my God!
A dark, long car pulls up and 2 FBI guys.
Yeah.
All right, shut it down.
Okay, sorry.
Dear Bob and Tom.
Yes.
Since you're allowing fans to write in and notify loved ones of various events during the day. Yes. I don't know if you missed this, Jess. Someone emailed us, said, hey.
It was Letitia, I believe her name was.
Letitia said, tell Frank that...
Albert,
he forgot his phone at home.
Albert, you forgot.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Now,
and Tom read it.
That's what we're doing now.
Have we heard back from Letitia? Do we know if Albert turned around to get his phone?
I have not.
We do not know, apparently. Okay.
This is from Ron. I wanted you guys to know that I have a Creature of the Black Lagoon pinball machine for sale.
Whoa!
Wow.
So that's something.
I'll give you $25 for it right now.
It's 30 years old in great working condition, guaranteed to scare the crap out of the top. Now, if you wanted to ship that to me absolutely free and give it to me, I'll take it.
What's he asking for it? I assume.
I'm open to your offers for it, but see if you get this, Tom. He's willing to trade a set of white walls for a 1979 Ford Thunderbird.
Oh, that's so funny. It's like Tradio.
Like good old Tradio.
Are you aware of that, Jess?
No.
This is something that both Chick and I did back in the day.
And I got fired for it.
And it's still out there, primarily on small town, primarily AM radio stations.
You'll find it called Swap Shop or Tradio.
It's actually great radio because they put people on the air.
Yeah.
And they're real people.
Sure.
And but the unusual thing is they typically want to trade. Mm-hmm. So it will literally, it would be, I've got 2 tires, blah, blah, blah. And what I need is a dishwasher.
Right.
And it's just kind of fun. It gives you a chance to talk with people. And what happened to you again, Jim?
Well, this lady called up and said, hey, I gave you a dryer, works good, yesterday, and I did not hear it announced again yesterday, and I haven't heard it announced today yet. And all I said was, gee, that's too bad. And it turns out the lady I was talking to was
the mother
of our general manager.
Nice.
And he called me in and fired me.
Wow.
For being a smart aleck.
Well, no. You also missed a story just this
But he
morning.
got his later, so I'll tell you that story.
Okay. But did he get it all the way or just...
the prison. And,
nice.
He needed to check, evidently, ID a little closer, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Good
Yeah.
Did you hear the story about this topless maid? I find the numbers that she's spouting are...
Why are you... That's...
No, I meant to look her up.
We have no reason to doubt her.
Yes, we do. This is BS.
That's what's got you irritated is how much money she's saying she's making.
$300 an hour with tips for more than $100.
It makes sense.
Just cleaning someone's house topless.
Well, but that's like a private stripper. That's like DoorDash or DoorBooby.
Exactly, you pay the premium.
It'd be probably DoorGash.
I would have preferred
I like DoorBooby, too.
Yes. Yeah, that's
I'm skeptical of the numbers.
No, you're paying for the convenience. I mean, outside of the fact that she's cleaning your house.
But I mean, are these guys actively
having
going
at
at
themselves?
It? Yeah.
I bet that's against the rules.
No, I don't think you could do that. I mean, show some. I mean, it's an hour. You can't wait an hour.
Well, that would be the only reason to pay her that much money.
Well, some guys are good at storing up in their spank bank or whatever.
Well, could you? I mean, are these guys? I assume that they're all taking their phones out and filming it.
I don't know if that would be part of it also.
I don't think
maybe.
No, I bet you.
That's why this wouldn't be for me. I couldn't.
Sweetie, can you launder these underwear in about 3 minutes?
Did you say she doesn't do? Oh, that was a joke. Widows.
Yeah, I was saying.
It's like, is he serious?
I was saying she only does single men, no single women who have lost their husbands to death. She doesn't do widows. It's the old, I don't do windows, which I've never figured out what the... No. Hey, look, you're getting paid. Just do what you're told.
What a lovely employer.
This is why she travels.
Look, I washed windows for a living for a while. It's rough work, but I did it and got paid nothing for it practically. Now we have... we have just...
He sounds like a confused...
I'm trying to find something else.
What song is that? I got a feeling. That's
that is kind of what you kind of did do the intro to.
Okay, now I've got this.
I can't stop this feeling.
Eddie, our engineer, Eddie has assured me that with this new cartridge on the turntable.
All right, Eddie is a dirty liar. Okay?
Eddie has assured me that this will now work, and we can play the fine horn intros on the song. It's not unusual. Great song from the great Tom Jones. Here we go. See there?
It's not unusual. Pussy, 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 pussy.
Eddie. It's unbelievable. He's embarrassing me.
Now.
I can't stop this.
Producer was high.
An odd choice.
Do you remember the name
happen?
of
Were they joking around?
No.
It works.
The guy can sing.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the name of the group?
Yeah, aren't they from Europe?
Blue Swede.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's not Suede?
Suede? I think it was Blue Swede.
Is it Swede? Okay.
I always said Blue Swede on the radio. Maybe it was Suede. Maybe that's why I got
No, you're probably right.
We have. It's time for it. Let me get it that way. Here we go.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I didn't want to do this, but
okay.
It was sent in like 7 times. So
sent in 7 times, yes.
We were talking about waterbeds a lot. You know how to make a waterbed extra bouncy?
Let me think. How do you make a waterbed extra bouncy? I don't
use
know.
spring water.
Spring water.
Nice. Joke of the day.
Spring water. Remember, he didn't want to do it.
Didn't want to do that.
Didn't want to do it. But the audience demanded it. You know what else you're going to demand? Steaks.
Oh.
That's right. Omaha Steaks Spring.
Yummy. Speaking
of spring, spring into something delicious with the Omaha Steaks semi-annual sale. Save up to 50% off site-wide. Plus, when you use code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Thank you, Omaha Steaks, and thank you, Ace Cosby.
We certainly appreciate that, Ace. We now head back over to the news desk. Jess Hooker sitting in for the just departed Kristi Lee.
Not dearly departed.
Not to the big newsroom in the sky.
Right. No.
She's going to teach some high school kids.
Moments ago.
Oh, what would you guys do to not pay taxes? I know a recent survey suggests that Americans are willing to do whatever it takes to not have to pay income taxes. The online survey conducted by Wallet Hub revealed 1 in 7 people would name their child taxes, and 1 in 10 would clean prison toilets for 3 years for a tax-free future.
Whoa, that's rough.
Well, if you don't pay your taxes, you'll get the opportunity to clean prison toilets for free. They'd name their kid taxes. Hey, thanks, Dad. Oh, God.
Taxi.
It is the tax season.
What would you guys do?
Man.
What would you do?
I would serve in the military for a year or 2.
Yeah.
That should be it. That's great.
Yeah.
Boy, I
Servicemen and women should have tax breaks. 100%.
That's actually
I
sensible.
think teachers should all get tax breaks.
Yeah.
They're out there working hard. Of course, we got to pay heavy taxes. We got to bail out the billionaires in San Francisco right now. Have you heard about that one?
We got an accident.
Yeah, I'm aware of that one. Yeah.
Not pay tax. I would probably just sell merch after my stand-up comedy shows. That might be a good way to not pay taxes.
I'd be more than willing to sit in front of a television and binge watch anything the IRS would recommend.
Well, how about this? Wait a minute. I got a better one.
What?
Would you live with Ace for a year?
I don't know what my tax bill would have to be for me to do that, but it'd have to be. My answer is no. I will pay taxes, and I'm sure Ace feels the same way. Okay,
I tell jokes to you all the time.
He'd make you dinner.
Oh my God!
Isn't the problem with tax? I'm happy to pay taxes for some things.
Right.
Yeah.
I just, I wish I had more control over where my money went, but it.
Well, now that's crazy talk. You can't possibly.
Last week, remember the tax dollars going to buy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sewer covers for some town?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a bummer.
That's an idea as time's come.
Yeah. What would it take for you
Get
to
kids excited about the sewer?
How about this? One weekend, Friday at noon, you go over to Ace's house.
I'm not doing this.
Stay there until Monday morning.
No.
You couldn't do that?
I will do that for $250,000 a weekend.
Ace, do you have a spare bedroom?
It's full of food.
It's full of food.
That sounds perfect for me.
Yeah, you don't even have to open the door.
I don't have to open the door.
Wait. Your spare bedroom is full of food?
Yeah.
Yeah, his
Made my extra
coupon
pantry.
food.
Yeah. He's like a prepper, but not
The end of the world.
Yeah.
really prepping.
Yeah, your office is full of clothes.
If you didn't buy any food for how long? How long would you still have food?
Obviously, I don't have protein like meats.
Just answer the question.
Probably a couple months.
You don't have canned meats? Your treat?
I have a lot of tuna. Yeah, I do actually have canned chicken, and just discovered I never knew they had a canned turkey.
Yeah,
I'd never
that's what
seen
we had
that.
last week.
Maybe we should do a tour of your place.
I did see some canned beef the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to see.
Why don't
this
they make
place.
turkey salad? They have chicken salad. They have tuna salad.
You can make any kind of salad. If they don't sell it at the deli, you can make it at home.
We'd have to do Ace's house tour without him knowing. Like, I don't want somebody getting there before and OJing the place up to look different than it actually was.
Taking down the pictures of Bobby Seale, Fred Hampton.
No, they were. Never mind. We'll be right back.
Soul on Ice, the book cover blown up. When we come back, we have a new movie in the wake of, what is it, Cocaine Bear? What is it?
Yes.
There's a new one coming out already.
Yeah.
And we have some news from Chuck E. Cheese. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
In the next room, we have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford from Michael and the Mechanics. This goes to Kristi Lee. There's something about you.
Yeah.
There's something in the air tonight. Kristi Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snake. Ooh. Kristi Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. It gets real cold, so you don't need panties, Kristi Lee. You got Donnie and the chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. Q95 playing a white snake for Kristi, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night, night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Bravo.
Wow.
First I've
Did you hear
heard
them
that.
reverbs I did for you,
Yes, I
buddy?
heard that.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
And Pittsburgh all win in overtime. And Scotty Scheffler wins the TPC in Sawgrass yesterday in men's golf. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Kristi, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just
Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, gang, it's Ken Tarmac.
Hey!
Hey, we just landed. I got a call on the white courtesy phone. I'll tell you what.
What?
Corporate has spy goggles today. They can find me anywhere.
Really?
So I'm on the plane. I'm on the 620 guy. And like I was saying, I'm next to some guy that kept going on and on and on today.
Yeah.
And almost ruined. Oh, gosh. I have another phone call.
You do?
Oh, and it's Tobic.
Uh-oh.
And I don't want to take this one.
Why not?
Hey, you want to hear a trick?
Well, okay.
Watch how I lose them. All you have to do is duplicate your voicemail greeting, and they have no idea it's not you.
Oh, okay.
Just listen to this.
All right.
I'm going to click over.
Okay.
Listen,
All
I
right.
got to memorize it, though.
Okay.
Okay, hang tight. Hi, you've reached gold level sales leader Kenneth Tarmac. I'm sorry I can't take your call at the moment, but your call is very important to me. I check messages every quarter hour unless in flight, in which case I'll answer upon landing. So after the tone, please leave me your name, 2 numbers, and a brief message. Or you can Skypage, text, or preferably email me at ktar_closer.com. He's still talking.
Is he talking?
Yeah, he's still chatting me up. Oh, God. I'll catch you later. I can't get enough of this.
All right, bye.
We just landed and I pulled it off again.
Oh, you did?
I don't believe I called Bob.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Ryan, how many lifestyle changes have you gone through?
This year, I've gone through maybe 2 lifestyle changes in the last couple of years.
Well, the first one was?
The first one was starting to eat meat again.
A second one?
Now going away from everything I've ever loved.
And, everything.
Like it's no meat, it's no dairy, it's no alcohol, no caffeine.
You can't pet
a lot
puppies.
of fruits and vegetables, whole food. You're supposed to drink like non-fluoridated water that has minerals added
this
into it.
really sounds
so
dull.
it's no tap water.
It doesn't sound like you're going to make it.
No,
it really doesn't.
Right?
No.
It's like you have to you have to find joy in the little things.
But don't you find
Eat all the other
yourself
things.
like say you're on a date and your date is?
I make a date exception.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I
so
sure
there
do.
are exceptions
I've had
to
17
all rules.
dates in the last weekend.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24.
Bill's coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
In her newscaster safari shirt.
Okay.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
All right.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee with an email, and here's Tom Griswold.
I have emails too. Chick, by the way, reporting for duty from the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk. I'll remind you once again, get those entries in, please. Sure you want to win a Pop-A-Shot for your house. How cool would that be? Also, $1 million at stake. What it involves is the basketball mayhem competition. Of course, it's part of bracketology. You know what I'm talking about. The details are posted at bobandtom.com/contest. Once again, thanks to Orange Insoles, we've got one of those Yeti coolers and the original Pop-A-Shot game you could win. You want to go with your letter first?
This is from Kendra, and I'd like to thank Jess for this. This is like the 7th email we've got that I've gotten that starts out this way. Charles, how many times have you been fired? And what's the over-under on the next one? I've only been fired 1 time.
Oh, okay.
That's what I told you about.
And the over-under on the next one?
2 days.
Wow. I'll take the over.
Are you going to take the over?
I'll take the over.
What about laid
That
off?
means you won't be fired in 2 days, right? The over?
Yeah. I quit a couple times. I've only been fired 1 time. And earlier this morning, we were evidently announcing personal messages from a listener to another listener.
Sure.
Oh, Letitia's husband, what was it, Albert?
Forgot his
phone, yeah.
Frank. No, anyway. This is, hey, guys, would you please let the owner of a 1992 Monte Carlo in front of the Piggly Wiggly know that they're needed up front? They left their hazards on. They need to hurry because they're being towed.
Oh, boy,
there you go.
That's a Chick McGee move.
Oh, yeah.
Parking up front.
Flasher parking.
Flasher parking.
Can't beat it.
That doesn't sound like what you think it sounds like.
Flasher parking?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean taking my pants down?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
These notes are going to get a kick out of this.
That's right.
Have you ever driven a car with no pants on?
No, but I've gone down into my garage wearing just my slippers several times.
Being in the garage naked is very fun. It's kind of freeing.
I'll probably do that this afternoon. Having said that, it kind of makes me want to go and do it.
Okay.
I put trash away in with nothing on. You know what the dogs do? They could care less, man.
Oh, be careful.
Where are the treats? I know, and it kind of happened to me, and you wouldn't
get locked out.
It's the approach did not come from the front, if you know what I'm trying to tell you.
Ooh, the back of the bag?
Yeah, it's like, hey, what's going on? You know, because
wow,
she thinks I'm a dog.
Okay, yikes.
Saying hello.
Dear idiots and Jess. Oh, isn't that
nice.
You're so special. This comes to us from Louisiana. Marvin writes, I want to thank you guys for my current hatred of pizza and now Tom Jones.
We'll ruin things.
Pizza, of course, because Ace is eating nothing but pizza for the month of March. What was your pizza this morning, Ace?
I had part of a lean cuisine pepperoni French bread pizza.
Oh, sounds good.
Why didn't you finish it, Kristi?
It was too tough.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Oh,
It was okay, but
Yeah.
What do you mean? Too much in the microwave and made the bread hard?
Yeah.
I've been there.
Not good, yeah.
Are you cooking another pizza Thursday?
Yeah.
It's pastrami? What was it?
See what he wants. Today, I asked him this morning if he missed any particular food, and you said
ramen.
So I said, he can always go to that famous pizza place.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you.
Noble Ramens.
What about Ramanos?
Very, very regional.
Well, very, very good.
Ramanos.
They would all.
Yes, Ramanos.
Of course.
Papa Ron's.
Papa Ramens.
He can't be stopped.
I think that we can end it right here. Now, Pat Godwin has been tasked each day to write a song devoted to the world of Ace and his pizza. Can you favor us with your new one?
Sure. Tommy G, he agreed all month pizza's free. Every meal's a pizza pie, frozen or to go. Ace Cosby's gaining weight, no salad on his plate. Tombstone, Papa John's and Domino's. Boom, 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 boom. Da 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 da. Pizza chains, mom and pops. March 31st it stops. Bacon, gravy, mashed potatoes, gravy, pepperoni. All that flour, fatty cheese. Clutch your heart on your knees. This is Kiss's final tour and maybe Ace Cosby's. We didn't start this nonsense. And now the pizza's burning. Ace's stomach's churning. This bit is getting tired. I can't fight it and I'm forced to write about Tom, 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 Tom. It was all Tom, ta, 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 ta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Pat. That was very good. Apologies to Mr. Billy Joel. Going out on tour, by the way, with Stevie Nicks.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
That'll be very cool.
Friend of mine saw that concert Friday night in the California.
I know.
Raved about it?
Mm-hmm.
Ace, what is the first thing you will eat once this pizza marathon is over?
Double down.
Really?
The new the KFC reissue of the Double Down sandwich?
That's what you want?
Well, it's only available for a limited time, and Josh and I were joking that it like the first week of April, it's gone. So.
Oh, okay.
And that's the one there's no bread. It's just the bread is the chicken is the substitute for the bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You could do a pizza double down. Get 2 really big pepperonis, and then put the cheese and the sauce in the middle of 2 gigantic pepperonis.
That's true.
I'm trying to be quasi-healthy.
To a nice restaurant, maybe.
So for it to technically be a pizza, we have to have a pizza crust. That's what we decided, right?
Absolutely.
I don't think there are any guidelines at all.
No, I think
It's
that
just
as long as there's a pizza crust.
He gets hungry for something, and he says, "Oh, I'll have that on a pizza, or I'll call it a pizza." And the next thing you know, he's having a well-done steak.
I wasn't joking when I said there's pizza ice cream,
joking.
but I'm not going to have that.
Right. So as long as there's a crust, some form of sauce, and then toppings. That's we've agreed?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
What are you going to make him this week, then?
I think we're going to do, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, I have a brisket So maybe like a Reuben pizza. Maybe?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Does it? Brisket's always good.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong there.
The corned beef, essentially. Yeah.
Last week, we did a Thanksgiving pizza, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes and
that was a tasty
stuffing.
treat.
That was very, very
People are already suggesting Easter pizzas with rabbit meat on them.
All right.
Yeah.
Chick, you want to take this? You can't eat an Easter pizza with rabbit meat. Why is that?
It makes me jumpy.
Okay.
I was going to make my famous Cadbury omelets.
Oh, yeah?
Is that right?
How do you do that?
Well, you have to start with Cadbury eggs, of course.
Okay, right.
And, the rest is a secret.
I don't understand how Cadbury can make something so incredibly good, the chocolate egg with caramel inside,
right?
And then make, at the same time, so incredibly awful, the regular Cadbury eggs with that weird cream.
Oh, no,
You
that's
are
good.
wrong.
That's
You're
good.
wrong. The
It's
original
awful.
Cadbury egg is the best of it.
I agree.
It's
And I submit that's the oldest commercial.
Rabbit Smooge.
It's probably not the oldest because the Tootsie Pop commercial's still airing.
Yeah.
But that's one of the oldest. The auditions for the Cadbury Bunny.
With a bunny, yeah.
And the lion goes, "Rawr!"
Yeah.
I like that one.
I wonder what the longest running national commercial is. I know for the longest time it was that Calgon ancient
Take Me
Chinese
Away.
secret thing. That ran for more than a decade.
And what was the ancient Chinese secret, Tom?
Was it Calgon?
Calgon, Take Me Away, I remember.
Yeah.
Was it the same thing?
Ancient Chinese?
That Tootsie Roll thing has to be going on 50 years old.
Yeah. I mean, and they still play the original.
Yes.
Oh, then that's probably it.
I thought ancient Chinese secret was that they actually spit in the water that they put on your shirts.
What?
Yeah.
No.
That was made
When they
illegal. There was a time when they would be ironing, one would put your mouth full of water and you'd spritz it on with your mouth.
Oh, right, yeah.
To iron.
Before irons had the
famous laundry. That was a long time ago.
You ever go to like in a hotel, you're like, I need to iron my shirt, and I've got this hotel iron, and you hit that spritzer and like sand comes out.
It's not water.
What is the sediment?
Rust water.
Yeah.
Rust all over your
Stained
shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the 5 longest running commercials.
Okay.
Number 5, 1996, the M&M. They really do exist when Santa comes
That
down
was
the-
96?
96.
Wow.
Campbell's Snowman, 1993. That's one where the
Yeah.
kid comes in. It looks like he's a snowman and he melts away.
I
It's a
love
little
that,
kid.
yeah.
Number 3, Corona Christmas from 1990 with the palm tree and the Christmas lights in the palm tree.
Really?
Okay.
And number 2 is I've Fallen, I Can't Get Up from 1989.
See, that phrase has been used in different commercials, but I don't think the original commercial's still airing. I don't think it counts.
All right. Number 1, though, is the Tootsie Pop commercial
There you go.
from 1970.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Mr. Owl,
Yeah.
how many licks does it take to get to the middle of a Tootsie Pop?
Yeah, Calgon was the ancient Chinese secret commercial.
Okay.
Now, comically, I went to look it up, and I have to watch an ad before I can watch the commercial.
That's irony for me.
I'll have to get back to you on that. Thank you very much. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's it all about? It's about hooking you up with a proper therapist, and BetterHelp does all of this online. You can get connected to a licensed therapist by BetterHelp, help you take on your journey of self-discovery wherever you are, because it's done online. It can be done with the texting or camera on, camera off, just talking back and forth. These are unpredictable, difficult times in many ways, and it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. That's where BetterHelp comes in, discreet and super flexible because it's done online. It can fit your schedule. How does it work? Well, you fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. By the way, switching therapists is not a problem. There's no additional charge. So discover your potential with BetterHelp. Once again, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process. Continue the journey. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show to knock 10% off that first month. That's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, we're hanging out with Jess Hooker. We have some interesting things going on in the world of news. A little bit of an Oscar update also just around the corner. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Register now for Bob and Tom's Basketball Bracket Mayhem, sponsored by Insoles.com. A perfect bracket could win you $1 million. Details and sign up at bobandtom.com/contest. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody. Kristi Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. President Joe Biden is sticking with a blue and white color scheme for the exterior of the new version of Air Force One. The Air Force says the light blue on the new model of the modified 747s that transport the president will be a little bit deeper and more modern in tone than the current robin's egg blue. Boeing is modifying 2 of its 747-800 aircraft that will use the Air Force One call sign when the president is aboard. They will replace the existing fleet of 2 aging Boeing aircraft. A rocket made almost completely of 3D printed parts remains grounded after back-to-back launch aborts. Relativity space rockets came within a half second of blasting off Saturday on its debut flight from Cape Canaveral. The engines ignited but abruptly shut down, leaving the rocket standing on its pad. Launch controllers reset the countdown clock, tried again, but once more onboard flight computers halted the countdown, this time with 45 seconds remaining. Wednesday's launch attempt also got down to the final minute. And a gory story coming out of Texas. Authorities are investigating what led a man to fatally shoot himself just before deputies entered his home and found he'd been living with a corpse for months. Neighbors alerted the sheriff's office Saturday that they had been concerned because they have not seen their neighbor in months. At the scene, deputies noted flies and a bad odor. After entering the home, they heard a gunshot and found the body of a man who had fatally shot himself. In another room, deputies found the decomposing body of another man. Once again, this is near Houston, Texas. And that's your news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see, I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like, young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email, Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real
thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The top fears for Tom: armored cars and fuel tankers.
Yeah.
Wrong,
I have a letter here from a cop.
What scares
It says
him.
your fear of being around Brinks trucks at shopping centers is fully correct. You never hear about an innocent bystander getting shot because they were following a pizza wagon.
So wait a minute. How many innocent bystanders do you read about that are shot because a Brinks truck was in front of some building?
Every year, dozens. This is a conspiracy by the liberal media.
I love it.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
I bet you were fun in school.
Had a good time at school.
Yeah, I bet the teachers loved you.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, right. Yeah, I went to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about this. You look like you spend a lot of time lifting weights. Are you a fitness buff?
Oh, yeah, I like to pump a little iron, you know what I mean? I drink the protein shakes, take the vitamins, take the St. John's for my wart. I do the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a wart, do you?
I like to go out and chalk up. The whole key is chalking up. You got to chalk up when you go. You got to chalk it up. I got the weight belt on. Chicks dig the weight belts. They dig the weight belts with a name on the back. You know, Steve. I don't know who Steve is, but he's missing his weight belt. Is that what you were waiting for? That's oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like to pump it up. You got to be in top shape because I play golf.
You do.
You guys know the golf bit.
Oh yeah.
I love golf. I play a lot of golf. I got some new golf jokes. I play a lot of golf. Oh yeah. Every hole like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands. I don't care. The instructor's always trying to change your grip. Like, hey, you're not the boss of me. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. I got the weight belt on. Steve's playing some golf, baby. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake, I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far a golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? You ever wonder? 13 feet. I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport.
Good morning.
Sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee is on assignment. Jess Hooker's there at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey. It's freezing in here.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee with another email for our listeners, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Yes, it was the Calgon commercial, very controversial with the ancient Chinese secret thing for the laundry. Calgon was, I believe, a water softening product that would go into with your laundry detergent. I'm reading a big article about it. There were both pro and con points of view on this, but it ran for a long, long time. It is no longer on the air. However, now we return.
Evidently, we've started to accept emails from people who have personal problems, like where to put my car keys. Someone else said to tell their significant other they forgot their phone at their house.
Yeah, right.
This is from Joe. Hi, I live in Kentucky. Tell my ex she left her panties at my house. So,
done and done, Joe.
There you go. Taken care of, Joe.
Thank you. That was very helpful. Now we turn to.
You know what? I think that's over.
Is that over now?
I think that's the
That's
bit.
over?
I think he's essentially declared that bit is dead.
Not to be childish, but you started it. That's how this all started.
I was just
And this is from Don. Tell Jess she has an awesome laugh. Best on the show. Best of anyone I know.
Oh, that's very sweet.
All right.
That's what it says.
Love your laugh.
Thank you.
Now, Jess, do you have any news stories that we didn't get to yet?
I do. First, there was Cocaine Bear. Then there was Meth Alligator. Now meet Cocaine Shark.
Cocaine Shark?
Cocaine Shark.
Cocaine
The
Shark,
latest
you're
feature film to jump on the drug-addled animal bandwagon.
The I watched that movie, the drug-addled animal
Cocaine Shark.
The new movie from production company Wide Eye Releasing is slated to arrive on streaming services and DVD on July 7th.
You mean it's not going to the theaters?
No, I don't think
How
this
can
one
the
is.
Academy honor it next year?
The movie's plot, per Entertainment Weekly, in Cocaine Shark, a mafia drug lord has unleashed a new highly addictive stimulant on the streets called HT25.
All right.
Derived from sharks held captive in a secret lab, which causes monstrous side effects.
Okay.
After an explosion and leak at the lab, an army of mutated, bloodthirsty sharks and other creatures are set loose on the world as a small band of people try to stop the carnage.
Can't wait.
Pretty fun.
Sharks and other creatures.
Other
There could be an
creatures.
octopus that's all.
What about
Coked up?
Cocaine Ark? And it's a guy named Noah on a bunch of coke. And he's got to steal 2 of each animal. And then maybe they do cocaine on the ark. Maybe he just does cocaine. There's room for this.
Is there going to be one of these? What is it? Cocaine Bear was the first one.
Cocaine Bear and is Meth Alligator real?
Yeah,
That's
they
a
are
real
making
one?
it is being made.
So will there be Meth Alligator versus Cocaine Bear?
One can hope. Yeah.
Like the Godzilla thing.
Pay-per-view? Yeah.
When Godzilla and King Kong versus each other in that one.
Have you seen
that movie came out?
What is it? Cocaine Bear. Now they're doing a special. They're getting what's his name? Clint Howard.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, Ron's brother, great guy, great actor.
Yeah.
Sure.
Clint is going to play on the lost episodes of Gentle Ben, where it's Cocaine Gentle Ben. Where
Oh, my.
subtitle, he's not that so gentle this week.
Oh, nice.
He takes out a few people.
Hey, Josh, wasn't there a Jason versus Freddy?
There absolutely was, yeah.
Tell Tom about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's fascinating. Yeah, you see, Freddy is trapped down in hell after having been... Jason has joined him down in hell after the end of Jason Goes to Hell.
Which is the guy that has the fingers that are razor blades?
That's Freddy Krueger, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason's the guy that wears the hockey mask?
That's correct, yeah. Well, he wears a sack in part 2.
Okay.
Why
He wears
sack?
a sack.
Yeah, he doesn't find the hockey mask until the character Shelley has one in part 3 in 3D. Oh. And he eventually dispatches Shelley and takes the mask.
Fascinating, I'm sure. But I have a short little time left on this earth. I won't be exploring that. What else have you got over there,
anyway,
Jess?
Freddie needs...
Researchers who discovered a new fungus-killing substance named the compound after actor Keanu Reeves. CNN reports that researchers found the compounds called lupeptides, and they are effective treatment against human fungal infections.
I see.
Dr. Sebastian Gotes said that the leptides kill so efficiently that we name them after Keanu Reeves because he, too, is extremely deadly in his roles.
Oh, sure. Oh, John Wick.
Yeah, exactly. When Keanu participated in a Reddit interview of sorts called an AMA, which is an Ask Me Anything, a user told him about this and asked for his reaction. He responded, "Hi, thank you. They should have called it John Wick, but that's pretty cool and surreal for me. But thanks, scientist people. Good luck, and thank you for helping us."
So it's a mold?
Yes, it's a fungus-killing substance. So imagine like maybe
tenactin.
Somebody with a toe fungus could use this, and
Let's say you got jock itch or something, or maybe some cheesy substance down there.
Sure.
This stuff will help.
Formundagum,
yeah. That's right. You know, a little smegma going on.
Okay, I got you. What's that spray stuff you'd use down there?
Just, quick actin tenactin, I think. Isn't that right?
I think it's tough actin tenactin.
Tough actin tenactin.
Okay, and isn't there another one?
Gold Bond?
No. Yeah, I'm forgetting the one. Some rock band endorsed it.
Really?
Yeah, what's Tommy Lee's band called?
Motley Crue?
Motley Crue X. Yeah,
Crue-X, that's right.
Motley Crue X.
You're right.
Gotcha.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Fumigation. Keanu takes it like a good sport, though.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
He's supposed to be a great guy.
Sure seems like
he does.
That's fun.
Very genuine. Let's see. The latest TikTok food trend has people eating yellow dragon fruit.
Enjoy.
Can you guess for what reason?
The smell?
No.
Does it taste terrible?
Are they eating it in the like without peeling it or whatever?
No, they're dipping it out. They're getting it out.
Is this the one that has the spikes on it?
It has spikes on the outside, and then it's like a white fruit with black seeds in it, a lot of black seeds. But no, they want to see if it will make them violently defecate.
Is that right?
Yes.
Hey, Tom, did you hear about the dragon fruit?
And I might actually have been confusing it with is it Dorian fruit? The one that smells like absolute garbage?
Yes, that
Does the
is,
dragon fruit also smell bad?
No, it doesn't smell bad. No, it does have a very distinct flavor, though.
You like it?
No, not at all.
Is it, in fact, a laxative?
Yeah, so that's the story. Users have been posting videos of themselves getting the spiky fruit from Trader Joe's and consuming it while explaining that the fruit seeds contain so much fiber that it essentially acts as a laxative.
I see.
The videos then invariably cut to users sharing their agony from the
glad you said sharing, yeah.
Users sharing. Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, according to Eating Well, the yellow dragon fruit, along with the red dragon fruit as well, are both antioxidant rich, packed with nutrients, and contain 5 grams of fiber, which would account for 18% of a person's daily fiber intake.
The red dragon fruit.
Yeah. So
thank you, Dr. Lynch.
Prunes work, coffee, perhaps.
Yeah, there's lots of other options, but you
don't
know.
have to film yourself exiting the.
No.
Can you substitute dragon fruit for like a meat or something? Has that been?
No, that's jackfruit.
Jackfruit.
I
get confused with jackfruit.
Nope, these people,
I thought jackfruit was a microwaved watermelon with a hole in it.
I swear, and I'll tell you this again.
20 seconds, right?
Tom, well, you got to be careful.
Cantaloupe, I think it was.
You and Bob, before I was on the show, way back when the world was young, somebody had a joke about Whiskeyville and some woman named Portia, but it turned out Portia was actually a pumpkin. Cut a hole in the pumpkin. And,
I don't remember that,
unfortunately. That's right, old Portia Pumpkin. She took it,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see if you can violently defecate,
I know I can.
the yellow dragon fruit's the way to go.
I've done various, many and varied, like high pressure. You ever do one of those, Tom?
Of
What do you mean?
But I mean,
like a high pressure hose.
Oh yeah, kind of power washes out of your.
And then the other one where it's solid, you can't get the lid shut.
That's all right. And does dragon fruit really have that effect?
It's just like any fruit. It's very high in fiber, and if you eat enough of it, that's going to happen. That's a very normal thing.
I bet it's crippling. The cramps.
What does it taste like?
I just don't. I thought it would be tropical, and it's not. I don't like it. I don't like. I can't really compare it to anything.
Or sweet? Or bittersweet?
It's it's bitter.
Is it called dragon fruit because you're shooting flames out your ass?
Maybe they usually pair it with something else, like something that is sweet.
Wind ripe dragon fruit. It says here, and the internet never lies, is a mildly sweet flavor, often described as a blend of pear and kiwi, and a soft texture similar to a ripe kiwi.
I was going to say kiwi, yeah, for sure.
I'll get a couple, bring them in. We'll see.
Get some dragon fruit.
We're going to violently defecate.
It'll work. I think if you just have a couple bites, you're not going to.
What are you going to do if you're doing the show and I have to run into the bathroom and violently defecate? What will you do without me?
Celebrate.
Eddie will probably have to get a mic set up in there.
I was going to say, that's true.
That could be fun for the rest of us.
Yeah.
That would be really something.
And have you a shot of you guys in the bathroom?
Pat, can you start working on this song for me? Poop the magic dragon fruit.
Pat, please don't work on that.
Okay, next.
Good God, you rude man.
Yeah.
Berlin state government will allow everyone to go topless at the city's public swimming pools.
This is where?
Berlin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not here.
Berlin, Germany.
Yes.
No, Berlin, Wyoming. Yes.
The new bathing rules come after officials received a discrimination complaint by a woman who was not allowed to go topless in a swimming pool in the capital.
Well, it was because she's ugly. Have you seen her?
Oh, it was because she was ugly?
Take down those tops.
Tom, do you know who that was?
That was your Ronald Reagan.
Let's see those babies jiggle.
Mr. Gorbachev. Take down.
Nancy.
Let's see those.
Nancy, quite the deficit.
Nancy was the chairwoman of the itty bitty city committee.
I call her ironing board Nancy.
There's a Berlin. There is a Berlin, New Hampshire. That is not where the story takes place.
Let's make sure our listeners know you have to wear tops in New Hampshire.
Say it was Berlin, Germany. You can go topless.
This woman demanded that women, like men, can swim topless. The Berlin Senate for Justice, Diversity, and Anti-Discrimination said officials decided to change its clothing rules to follow everyone to go swimming without covering their torsos.
Nice.
Had to be fun for the judges. So, day after day, it's the same old crap. And then, hey, see this one? Heinrich, check this out. Check out this case.
I'm sorry, hang on a second. What's the guy's name?
Heinrich.
Do your maneuver again.
Yeah, he came up with that.
Heinrich, how's the women will be topless? How is they going to hide their boners and their speedos?
Freeze the nipple.
Are there topless beaches here in the States?
Sure.
Oh, there are.
But not. What about pools? Is there topless pools, you think? I mean, I
Anywhere
guess
could be topless for 5 minutes or so.
You had a topless out in the parking lot one time. Remember that? Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Who complains about the toplessness? Is it small-boobed women who are just mad?
Probably.
What do you mean? Oh, that don't want it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, because you still have the option to wear a top. It's not like you have to take your shirt off.
Why isn't everywhere topless?
You know what? Be careful what you wish for.
I think it makes it sexier if it's not in your face all the time, Josh.
No, you're right. I agree with
This is how you've been tainted by the appetite for pornography that you have.
Well, it is insatiable, but still. I appreciate a suggestion. I don't need right out there out front.
I feel like a lot of 16-year-old boys are going to be signing up for CPR classes, in a couple months, just to make sure they have their certification. They're ready.
They're going to have all the lifeguards they need at that pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry you almost drowned, but there was a lady with some heavy naturals over there. I took my eyes off the pool for a while. But it's perfectly legal.
Are boobs like I guess like BJ's, like there's no such thing as a bad one?
No, that's not the case.
No, that's not the case.
Could be some terrible.
Oh no, I'm a fan of all of them, man.
Really?
Don't lie.
What do you mean? Like a weird old one? Is that what you're talking about?
Of course.
Gotcha. Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Like Tom says, like tube sock and tennis ball. Is that what you're
two
saying?
softballs and a pair of white socks. Okay, yeah.
Fried egg, nailed to the wall.
I'm guilty.
That's it.
Shouldn't have mentioned that. Okay.
There you go.
Are there better looking wieners out there than there are?
Oh, no, they're all ugly. They're hideous, hideous things.
But some have to be slightly more handsome than others.
Yeah, I guess.
He had a very
I don't think I've ever been talking to my girlfriends and been like, oh, yeah, we went on this date, and then we hooked up later, and oh, my gosh, it was beautiful. I don't think I've ever said that.
Did I tell you I got mine rated by 2 porn stars?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did you pay for that?
I did, yeah.
Rated?
What did they say? It was $10. They were doing penis ratings, and I sent a pic, and one gave me a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Centimeters?
The other gave me an 8 out of 10.
Because?
Because my testicles weren't showing. She wanted to see all of it. Yeah.
So was this at some kind of perverted convention? Where
No, I just
asked him the follow-up. Where the hell is his testicles?
They were still in my pants.
Did you mail them to them?
No, over the internet's pretty amazing.
Was it angry?
Oh yeah, come on.
Oh yeah.
So this sick event. Run this by me. So you go online and you.
Yeah, on OnlyFans they offer ratings. They'll say, "Hey, send $10 and a D pic, and I'll tell you what I think." And so these two were together, and I was like, "Oh, I can get 2 for 1." So I'd never done it before.
Wow.
So I took a pic, sent it in.
So did you send the results to your mom?
Those are good numbers you got.
I did. I bragged. Yeah.
Here's
it
our
was
latest
in the Christmas
ratings.
newsletter.
And then no, it's not the radio
and John,
show.
the twins are doing great. And by the way,
Happy
Josh
holidays.
had his boner.
I had my penis rated.
Do they have? Is there like a pencil or something in the photograph so they have a sense of scale?
My hand was there, so you could see how it,
you should
my fingers, I guess.
You should put a copy of today's newspaper and a message written out in magazine clippings so it looks like your penis got kidnapped.
Proof of life.
Yeah. And Luna gave it 10 out of 10, and Adriana gave it 8 out of 10.
What time of day was this?
Oh, dude, like Tuesday at 1 p.m. It made no sense.
Why were you?
What?
Look at Tom's face.
What were you?
I mean, I can see if you said it was a Saturday night at 2 a.m. I'd had a rough day.
Oh, no.
I drank a quart of tequila. Tuesday at 1 o'clock, you're going, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go online and flash my manhood.
I'm a blessed man, Tom.
I was going to say, this job lends itself to a lot of free time.
Yes, and insanity.
You want to see the pic? You can write it.
I want to see it so bad. It's all I want to see.
Bob and Tom have all
the whole next break, I'll be distracted just thinking about it.
I don't want anything to do with this picture. How about that?
All right.
Hey,
join the Bob and Tom VIP. You can see it.
Let me tell you,
we just lost 1,300 losers.
No, I bet you
I'm so sorry. I don't know how we got here, but
it was a real thrill for me.
We're leaving now.
OrangeInsoles.com, Tom.
Orange Insoles. I love Orange Insoles.
If you have a job that requires you to stand all day, like me, but if you do have to stand all day and you've got hip pain and back pain, seriously, go to OrangeInsoles.com. Because your body's not aligned, you may experience more fatigue or injuries from your feet to your back. What happens if a house is built on a poor foundation? Come on, use your head. Soft, thin gel insoles do not align the body. That's where Orange Insoles barges right in and gets rid of your back pain, your hip pain, your foot pain. A deep heel cup from Orange Insoles maintains proper weight distribution and body alignment. Most shoes don't come with a supportive insole, and companies just put a thin layer of foam that's basically a sock liner, and then they laugh and laugh. Not OrangeInsoles.com. It's an easy-to-navigate website, so you can find the right pair of Orange Insoles for whatever activity or shoe. Work boots, tennis shoes, cowboy boots, dress shoes, and, yes, there's a 60-day we want you to be happy guarantee. Head on over to OrangeInsoles.com, free shipping, and right now, sign up for text messages from Orange Insoles. You also receive an additional savings code. Check out OrangeInsoles.com today. Get proper support in your shoes and start feeling better. OrangeInsoles.com, proud supporters of the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Her name is Hooker. Coming up in history, we have a hooker in history today. Oh. A very important one.
I think the one who started it all, right?
We'll find out.
All right.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Summer always makes me think of my mom. My mom was making breakfast. You know, she could make waffles using nothing but a pancake and a hiking boot.
Nothing like the Vibram waffle.
Really?
I agree.
Boom! Waffles, there you go. Boom! There you go. How's it start? Oh, yeah. Sneezing from the pollen, the chain caught my shoestring, hit the center bar on my bicycle, and almost lost my bearings. I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sunburned on the soles of my feet. A lot of sand where the sun don't shine. Sunburned at the beach, in pain the whole darn night. So much skin peeled off my back, you could make a set of Samsonite. I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sand burned on the soles of my feet. A lot of sun where the sand don't shine. Putting on a cold, wet bathing suit. Mosquitoes and bees and tetanus shots in the derriere. Something's crawling in the foot of my sleeping bag, and flaming marshmallows in my hair. Drop and roll. Caught a baseball with my face. Potato salad in the sun. Salmonella steps up to the plate. Listeria gets the run. Oh, I love summer. Good old summertime. I got foot sand on the sole of my burn. A lot of feet where the sand don't shine. I got shine soot on the sole of my fence. Oh, shine something soot. Else.
Yeah.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Haywood Banks.
Update. Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God. You can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Bob and Tom.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
I'm sick of being sick. I've been in my bed all week. I feel like dick. I'm sick of my TV. Now I'm hooked on all the soaps on ABC. I try to read a magazine or hear the radio or watch the Bad News Bears again on in HBO. I'm sick of being home, 'cause you think of stupid things when you're alone. I'm sick of this old house, and today I might try on my wife's new blouse. I saw two women fight like cats on Jerry Springer's show because their mom was sleeping with their older brother Joe. I'm sick, I'm feeling bad, but at least my older brother's not my dad. I'm sick of these four walls, and my arms are tired of playing with my dogs. I'm sick.
Bravo. Thank you.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Is that correct?
We do. Morning, Bob and Tom show.
Oh, hello there, Sonny. This is Morgan Freeman.
Oh, hey, Morgan. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very kindly.
You calling from the Slammer?
Oh, of course, Sonny. Heard you talking about catchphrases and nicknames.
Oh, yeah? Well, we were trying to see if either the guys here maybe had like a catchphrase, like a get or done thing for their comedy show.
Reminds me of my good friend Andy Dufresne.
Yeah.
Andy Dufresne came to Shawshank Prison in 1947. For 19 years, Andy and I, of course, were the best of friends. And Andy learned quickly that everyone in prison is given a nickname.
I didn't know that.
Some good, some bad. Some so bad I can't even imagine.
Oh.
Or maybe I just don't want to. Andy learned about nicknames the hard way when he roomed with the Bull Quitter called Hambone. And it was Hambone who gave Andy the catchphrase people to this day still repeat in prison.
What's that?
Oh, please stop. Oh, hello there, Sonny. It's Morgan Freeman.
Oh, hey, Morgan.
How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm fine. Thank you very kindly.
Oh, nice.
I understand you have someone there that was talking about men making noises during sexual encounters.
Yeah.
I understand you said you've never heard a man make a noise before.
Oh.
Apparently, you've never been to Shawshank, Sonny.
Now, in Shawshank Prison, is there a lot of noise?
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard to sleep at night.
I'll bet.
Andy Dufresne came to Shawshank Prison back in 1947. Andy had a nickname that he was known by.
What was that?
Oh, please stop.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank.
Just a couple minutes.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, with an update. We'll get to it.
Josh update. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Well, do you need, if Josh has some kind of an update, I guess I can, here, hang on a second, let me find this. I think I've got an update music for you. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Bob and Tom Show, we switch from the Orange Insoles sports desk with Chick McGee to the sidekick chair occupied by Josh Arnold with this important bulletin about something we're not sure of.
About my wiener, Tom. I apologize. I did not mean to lie, but I do want to correct the record. I revisited the video of the two women rating the two porn stars rating my penis.
Wait. There's a video of this?
There is, yeah. They're right here. They're going to be.
So with the $10, you get a copy of the event.
Here, let me see them.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. These poor women are sitting.
No, they're happy to do this.
They're sitting somewhere, and then you log on.
Yes. Right.
No pun intended.
And they come out. They say, "Hey, we're rating wieners today. If you want yours, send a pic with a $10 tip, and we'll
rate it."
And so they sent back this video, and I actually did not get a 10 out of 10. I did not mean to lie. I thought I did. It was an 8 out of 10 and a 7 out of 10.
Do they qualify the numbers?
They talk about why and what they liked about it.
This is not radio friendly.
So, no, most of it. Oops, there they are.
How did you discover this ridiculous service exists?
Because he belongs. He follows them.
Stuff like this, the world is covered in stuff like this. You're just not aware.
Tom just can't believe somebody would do it in the daytime. Like, this is shameful. It should be in the dark at night.
Oh, it was great. It was, but
Did you give these two people your credit card number?
No. The company itself has my credit info.
Right.
Because he pays to follow them.
And there's another party
you have
to go through.
what they would call in the old days, you have a tab there.
That's how it works.
An account.
Essentially, yeah.
So 7 and 8, that averages out at 75, 7.5. You got a C. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's probably pretty good. I mean, if I were able to play this, you would hear
Was there valid
The
criticism?
feedback, yeah.
Yeah.
And dare I ask, was the member in question in the angry position?
Absolutely. There's no way. I would have gotten a 1 or a 2 if it weren't. I'm very much a grower. Now,
how did you take the photograph?
I was sitting, and I had my phone.
You were able to do it yourself?
Yeah, of course. Very easily.
Didn't use the hands-free option.
You know what? There's nobody he's messing with. There's nobody that this is unaware of things that are going on. Like, you're making all, you know exactly what's going on.
Also, in fairness, this was about...
I would need one of those extendo sticks.
Oh, sure, yeah, the selfie stick.
Yeah.
This was a good year and a half ago, so things...
Oh, you've been doing some exercises, working out lately.
Things may have changed.
Okay.
So I do want to... This was my...
I'll give you $10 if you want to get a second opinion.
Time now for Today in History.
I had no idea. What a weirdo.
March 13.
It was quite a thrill.
Tom, are you got anything?
I'm at a loss for words.
Why don't we submit yours?
No, I don't do such vulgar.
Dear Dummies, this says the rooftop pool at the Stratosphere in Vegas is topless.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Love that.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's hard to see from the sidewalk.
This date in history. Let's see. There's Eric Clapton leaves the Yardbirds, replaced by Jeff Beck. Blah blah blah.
Why'd you read it?
It's dumb.
You could have skipped it if you hated it that much.
Now, if that had been Paul McCartney, dad,
I don't know why that's such a legend. I don't think anyone ever listens to those records. Let's see.
Not like the Beatles, people listen all the time.
It's timeless. Here we go. I promise. Hookers in the news. T.J. Hooker, starring friend of the show, the great William Shatner, premiered on ABC.
Okay. Is that Heather Locklear?
I forget which Heather it was. Yeah. It's either Locklear or Thomas.
Locklear.
There you go.
Thomas was in the...
That's enough. I don't care.
he would dress...
Wait a minute. I think Ace and I got a new team.
I like that. Mr. Shatner would dress as a cop and go where many dramas had gone before. Put it that way. This is interesting. In 2012...
We're up again.
Oh, we are? Okay, sorry. In 2012, Encyclopedia Britannica announced it was no longer publishing encyclopedias.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Not really. I mean, it's all out there on the internet. Why have those heavy books you're never going to open up?
That were like $4,000.
Things we learned today on the show. Yes, I set my clocks to daylight savings time. I did that last Wednesday.
By the way, L. Ron Hubbard's birthday today. That's Spanish for the Ron Hubbard. Back to you.
Tom wants to read a book called Strip Club Economics. If you have your hair in a hairbrush, you can go to prison for murder. We went over that earlier in the DNA.
And that topless maid that'll come to your house, she will only come for single men. She will not come for women who have had their husbands die, because she does not do widows. She's very demanding.
I would rather pay taxes than spend any time with Ace Cosby.
That'd be a great weekend. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.